I did the South and band. Charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Morocco, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You've from Gemma, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat kepa, gradually, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You wanna get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you about today?
Spoon TV. Spoon.
Yes, what you about today?
Spoon. Spoon TV. Spoon.
Ba 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 ba.
My fellow citizens, on Sunday, February 11, I received an audience from wives of some members of the armed forces of Liberia who had come to express their concerns on several issues. These issues included poor living conditions, high tuition fees for their children, lack of adequate medical care, and low salaries, among others. The women stated their most important demand was the removal of retired General Prince C. Johnson as Minister of Defense. They said their husband had told them that unless General Johnson was removed, there would be no Armed Forces Day celebration. We made it clear to the women that the government will look into their grievances regarding all the issues, but that retired General Johnson had been confirmed by the Senate and appointed by me as Minister of Defense. We were hence not prepared to discuss this issue. Meanwhile, we received throughout the day and night information that some of the armed forces' wives and their husbands had initiated protest actions across the country by blocking major roadways and highways. Others had engaged in agitations in barracks around the country. In an effort to prevent violence and preserve lives and properties, we ordered the Armed Forces Day celebration for today be reduced to a low-key program. We have since held consultations with our strategic partner, the United States, and other regional stakeholders on the situation. As a true soldier and a patriot, retired General Johnson, of his own volition, informed us that he would step aside if he were obstacled in order to save the AFL and preserve peace and tranquility in the country. General Johnson accordingly tendered his resignation to me earlier today. I have accepted the resignation and thanked the General for his sacrificial services, loyalty, and commitment to our country. Meanwhile, I have appointed Brigadier General Geraldine George as Acting Minister of National Defense. Fellow citizens, the issue raised by the armed forces' wives affect all sectors of our population throughout the country. We inherited these problems as we have been in office for barely 21 days only. The problems take on graver connotations when it comes to the military. The men and women in arms put their lives on line to defend and protect us. We must be extra sensitive to their plight. The Army is our collective national pride, and we must preserve its dignity. I have therefore appointed a special independent investigator to probe into these grievances and report to me within 2 weeks. We have also activated a board of inquiry to look into the case of several soldiers who were discharged from the AFL for various serious crimes but were said to be undeservedly pardoned and reinstated. We must never tolerate indiscipline and breakdown of order in the armed forces of Liberia. The reconstituted AFL had won the praises and admirations of the entire country for its professionalism and had become a source of national pride for us all. We cannot afford to indulge in anything that will dampen the morale of our soldiers. We start by making sure those people that we bring to cabinet are people of integrity. And secondly, want to make sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets and want to make sure that this is well known, the purpose of coming to government, to know that it's public service. And if you are not ready to serve the public, you can go elsewhere. But we want to make sure that we start on a clear note that the people of our country stood on line, they protected the votes, not to bring a team again that will do the same thing that other people are doing or worse. So it's a clear message, declare your asset, make sure that we are prepared to audit the outgoing government so that they tell the Liberian people of their stewardship
and to make sure that we start on a footing where people know that they come to serve the public and not themselves. If they don't understand that, they actually fall where it may.
Mr. President, like you talked about asset declaration starting from yourself and the people who work with you, as well as the outgoing administration. How do you plan to avoid the semblance of targeting people? Because some people will say these are politically motivated to tarnish their reputation or to go against them, people from certain tribes or specific parts of the country. How do you plan to avoid this?
We are aware of that. And when we talk about auditing, it's not going to be a Liberian auditing. We want to make sure that our international partners work with us for a public tender, for competent and renowned auditing firm that will be qualified at an international level to make sure they come on board to do that. We are aware of people saying witch hunting, but I don't think it's witch hunting when you have to account for your stewardship, but it has to be done in a way that is well established, entity with reputation to make sure that it audits and make sure that it reports to the public the findings.
Sometimes people say that politicians make lofty promises when they are campaigning, but when it gets to governance, it becomes different. What will be different? Assuming allies of yours, family members of yours, or people who are close to you, family members, are accused of corruption during your administration, Mr. President-elect, how do you plan to tackle this specifically?
I'm not coming new to government.
Right.
Although in different positions, I ran a public corporation that was credible. And I can tell you that I come to work not with friendship. I have friends, but there is a clear line of demarcation between friendship, family, and managing. With the experience that we come with a country that celebrates 176 years, and with the life of our people living below the poverty line, I don't think we come into government again to start talking about family, to start talking about, I think we come there to make sure that we give the Liberian people hope, and I'm committed to that.
During the campaigning, you talked a lot about the country's youth, who are the majority of the population.
Yes.
Mr. President-elect, we know majority of them are unemployed, which some people say is a danger to the country's stability and peace. What plans do you have for the people of Liberia, especially the youth, in terms of job creation, in terms of having faith in moving the country forward? What do you have for them?
We came with a mantra that talked about, first we have a platform, and then we have in a brief platform that talks about unrest, meaning agriculture, roads, the rule of law, education, sanitation, and tourism. We believe these are areas in which we can jumpstart. And in those areas, we believe that our young people who are in the majority, they need to be equipped. We need to open opportunities for them to be trained and be marketable. We also have to make sure that the quality of education that will prepare them for the job market. But to do these, we have to be able to impress our partners and investors, the private sector investment, to make them feel that we are here for business, and this business, their investment will impact the young people, but the young people need to be trained. And we know that there are things that we can jumpstart that could bring a little relief to the public. Like I have said, there are in an outgoing government, there, there are a lot of areas in which we can begin to alleviate the suffering of the people. We're going to examine those areas.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO. Stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
on the spoon.
All right, Tune to Spoon. Spoon would certainly tell you what's happening in Liberia. Race, what's happening in the ministries, in the agencies. Of course, this is where we get to talk about the everyday, the day-to-day activities in the country. And I want to say welcome again to another edition of the program. This is the late night show, the late night politics on Spoon. My name is Nelson Colette. Thanks to all of you who have joined us. We're streaming live across the internet on YouTube, Spoon Talk Live, on Facebook, Spoon TV, Fabric TV, and Super TV. We're also live on radio, and we're also live on radio. Spoon 107.5, Fabric 101.1, and Super 95.5 FM. So, we're gonna have a great show tonight. I'd encourage you to kindly share the program as you come on. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you out there. More love. And yeah, I wish you all the best as you go about celebrating Valentine's in your own separate ways, in your own unique ways. All right. And so let's get the show going on tonight. We are going to have a great show. Lots of things happening in the country as we speak. In fact, today there was a very important confirmation hearing that went on for folks that were nominated for to serve in different capacities at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. We're going to talk about some very important points, issues that were captured or discussed in that at that nomination today at the Liberian Senate. A lot to talk about around that. Well, waste management continue to be a serious issue in Liberia, and a lot of you are aware that prior to the transitional period in our country, Liberia as a country, especially in the capital city and its environs, we've been faced with serious waste management issues. We're gonna have a gentleman here tonight. Tyree Star is gonna join the discourse tonight as we talk about some very important aspects of that. As someone who comes from that sector, there's a whole lot we're going to talk about with respect to the waste management area in our country. And then we also have the gentleman, Fidel Nelson, who was stabbed or severely wounded, allegedly on the order of former Minister of State Emmanuel Porter. Fidel Nelson will come on tonight as well. He's going to be giving us details surrounding what transpired, what happened to him, how did it happen, pieces of information around that saga. He's going to be letting us know. And of course, we're going to take folks from the other side as well. So it's going to be a great show here tonight. We encourage you to kindly share the program as we get ready to kickstart another great show here tonight on the late night show. Let me bring in Cindy and Josh, Mr. Jarau SB, Cindy and Mr. Josh Wader. That Let me bring the both individuals on as we get ready to start the show. But I want to welcome all of you who have joined us. And we will go in the comment section to start to recognize a few of you as we get set to start the conversation tonight. But Mr. Jarau Cindy, welcome to the show. It's good to have you on tonight.
Nelson, good evening from my side.
Yeah,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. And it's good to see you again. I see your webcam is doing well. Uh,
Yeah.
One thing I will not forget is that you promise everyone who follow the show that when
Uh-huh.
the Unity Party wins the election and the country
Uh-huh.
starts to go right, you
Yeah.
said the country was going left under the CDC administration, but
Mm-hmm.
you said when the country starts to go right, you were going to change the direction of the flag. The Liberian flag in your background was not going to face downward, but it was rather going to face maybe in the right angle and all of that to indicate that the country is going right. But I still see the flag in the same position. Is it that no improvement? Absolutely nothing have changed over the past weeks, a couple of weeks, pretty close to 1 month under the Unity Party administration. Why is your flag staying in the same position, Sandy?
It's too early to provide any indicator of positive trend at this point.
No, but
Ask
Sandy,
people tonight, how many of them sleeping in darkness? No electricity. How many of them went to bed tonight hungry? Some people have not been paid their salaries. Don't get me started on
you no, you will get started because do you believe in what is often said in Liberia that when your Christmas will be good, you will know from the Eve? You believe that, right?
yes, but the EVM, my brother, Christmas year, we
So
question.
what in your Eve telling you about your Christmas?
My Eve is not telling me anything good yet. I'll be honest with you. The EVM is confusing at this point.
No, I
No,
think you want to give George a point to start. You know,
yeah, let,
Let me-
let George go. The other EVM,
because
the Eve confusing us.
so everything you've seen so far from the eve of this Christmas, you're saying, Cindy, as someone who came on this platform, you canvass, you campaigned with everything in you for the Unity Party administration. What are you saying about the eve?
Look, Nelson, the Eve, maybe we can say the Eve is too early to tell. Maybe we are not there yet. We are not to that Eve yet. We are making progress. You know, in a house, the papa is still there outside hustling. You don't know whether the papa will bring something home here, right? The papa is still
Mm.
hustling. So right now we can't tell whether
Is
we'll
it
be
that we didn't
eating,
reach the eve Google yet or what?
yeah, whether we'll be eating fried chicken on Christmas Day or I get buckle we eat. Right now we can't tell yet. The papa is still out there hustling. So leave the flare for now. Let's stay like that small.
Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Josh, all that people you get in the background, you will take all of them for in that background before you count the show. What kind of man so? Imagine what Josh has in the background. The Mepo, Minister Azedo, backup okay, all the former minister under CDC government that didn't want you put in your background. No,
You
no,
see,
no, no, no,
you
no.
see
That
Joseph.
people, that people not paying for any promotion on our show here. We're not coming promote that many. Um,
You see, Joseph Kiamu now attacking me. Joseph say I'm gonna talk for myself. But Joseph, like myself, I'm talking for. The man say I'm gonna change my flag. I say I'm
mm.
not ready yet because I not see no change yet. Too early. They say
No,
I'm gonna talk for myself. Like who I'm talking for?
yeah, I think Camus is right because Camus apparently is one of those persons that you convinced on
Mhm.
this platform. You assured on this platform that it would have been rosy, and he should make the
But
decision.
we still believe that it
And
will
now
be
he made the
good.
decision, and now you're coming back to tell Camus something else, and so he's telling you speak for yourself.
Yeah, but that Kiamu say agree on one thing. It's too early, only 3 weeks. So let's
Three
stay with
weeks.
that one. It's too early. So we can get change our flag and right now and be happy and start celebrating. Yeah, it's too early. Let's give it
No,
some time.
Sandy, honestly, you forgot. That whole promise you made, you forgot. You
I said
forgot
I'm
to
going
change
to
that
change it
fair
the
position.
same day they win. That's what I tell you.
It something that politician,
I tell you
politician.
say when they win the same day I will change it. No, we got to see things changing before we can change the flag. There.
You see, Josh came in a different way. Josh on a flag. Let me bring this layer. Josh on a flag straight, indicating that the country is on the right path.
The
You see,
man, the man bad flag or
Josh, Josh,
I mean
you,
using
you,
fake
you see,
background.
Josh background is telling that the country is progressing. Is on the right what a politician can say on the right trajectory. Everything is going fine, you know. So
Nelson,
Josh,
that is spot up on the truth.
what?
Yeah, look, thank you. I said that's spot up on the truth. Thank you for having me. And Sandy, I see you struggling here, man, my brother. That's why I come at my work, but I just had to, eat some of my employer time out and just come here because I see my brother is struggling. But the thing is, this country is going backwards, and I want to thank Sandy for recognizing that when the Christmas will be good, you can see on the eve. It is ridiculous what is going on these days. All everything that used to be criticized is now happening, and no one is speaking. Sandy, you need to come out strong because my brother, I know you to be a straight shooter. So please come on, let's get this thing going because if we don't speak now, our country will continue to retrogress, right? Retrogress, sorry. And that's not good for us. And neither is it good for anyone, even those who support the government. It is ridiculous. We can see now the press releases are changing. The president going to see his counterpart in Ghana. So Nelson, you want to say that the president is hustling in Ghana for what? The Ghanaians are hustling. The Ghanaians said the economy said it upside down. That thing go hustle.
No,
But your
no,
thoughts on the go,
no,
man. Your
no,
thoughts on the
no,
go.
no. Listen, Josh. Hustle
Hmm.
is not the right choice of word.
Okay.
Especially no. The the president is having an engagement. That's what someone from the other side said. The president is engaging. Is engaging, but
And the
it's very
president for
important.
Ghana going to Germany to go engage. There, our president in your country engaging. No, go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, I'm not presidential. I'm not cool out for finance. So don't come quiz me here on all that thing. But at the end of the day, this is where we are, and I just want us to do our quick what's on your mind, 1 minute each. Let's start with you, Cindy. No, Cindy, your audio is gone. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, I was talking to you on mute.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to start tonight by saying happy Valentine's Day. It's still Valentine's Day to us here. To not to the men, but only to the women in the comment section. To
Oh,
all the men in the comment section, I don't know you, but to our women in the comment section are always here to cheer us up, to comment. Happy Valentine's Day. May you be loved. May you share love. And may you be blessed.
thank,
Josh, man, I didn't want to start off tonight with the president on invited trip to Ghana, but it's on my mind, Nelson, and I hope we can talk about it. We were told the president is going to meet his brother and his
A
friend,
friend.
President Excellency Nana. What a man again? Kofu
Akufo
Addo.
Ado.
Thank you,
Yeah, Akufo
Akofo
Ado.
Addo. Na yodo la nine.
Mm.
Yeah, I hope Papa went there and the men disappeared. And then the Papa had to meet with vice president and other counterparts. We can't sugarcoat this thing. If it's good, we will come here and say it's good. If it's bad, we will come here and say it's bad. That's the man's first trip outside of the country since becoming president of the republic. And then you go there and you are uninvited. The person you go meet, they close their door on you and they go somewhere else. Hopefully, we can talk about that tonight. What does it mean for our country? Was he really invited there? Was it discussed prior to his departure? It's important, even though it was just 2 days, but it's on taxpayer money. And if you tell us you're going to meet the president and you end up meeting vice president, we must talk about it. What went wrong? Were you
you
not
know,
invited? Nelson is
you,
there,
you,
is there coming to your house? And Nelson are coming so we can eat your cold rest. Yesterday we talked about cold rest. That's how you want to. Then I show up to your house, you close your door, then you sing your song. So can't share it because we with me. Nelson Jr.
but no, Cindy. That whole scenario or example or whatever you're trying to come up with, it doesn't sell because
Come out
it
with your own.
doesn't match the situation. Uh, the president went on a working visit. Who knows? Who knows? Apparently, coincidentally, while the president was on his way, something came up.
Oh, Nelson, come
and
on.
his counterpart had to leave and then leave another counterpart in his space who then had to address the situation. I mean, no, I'm not cool out for fun. In fact, I really don't want to go into
Nelson, come
this
on, man.
this
Nelson
discussion
trying to
because
fix things. He's trying
Nelson,
to fix
Nelson,
things.
I'm not even trying to fix anything here, but I'm just looking at it from another point, right?
Nelson, come on, man. Come on. Unless the Ghanaian press will come on and say, the only exception I would take, if the Ghanaian press come on and say, oh, the president was sick. Their president, the Ghanaian president was sick, or
Yeah.
something urgent came up and you
What
had to
is
leave.
okay?
But here
Now,
is the
Nurse
thing.
Nurse Fit is
These
saying
are
something very
presidents we're
important in
talking
the comment
about.
section here.
Mhm.
She says, let's not jump to conclusion. Maybe there was an emergency. So,
No,
Cindy, what
that's
if
not
there
what was
was
said.
an emergency,
That's
Cindy?
not what was said. The
The
Ghanaian
president goes
president,
to Ghana on a working visit. In the process, the Ghanaian president has an emergency. And then there's someone next to the president. The vice president is there.
no. The Ghanaian president did not have any emergency. Let's be real. Let's stop all the joke. And Mr. Daniel L. Bilito Sr., sometimes we speak elementary so our people can understand it. If we all start to speak in theories here and speaking
You
vocabulary
don't understand anything.
our people
Yeah.
will not understand it.
Mhm.
Some of us on this platform are working toward PhD, so we know how to speak the vocabularies.
No, Cindy, leave that
Let me,
comment
no, let
section.
me
You
tell
you
our
see other people in there. Leave the comment
sometimes,
section.
sometimes we'll come here and talk our
Cindy.
natural way. But let's get back to the topic. Nelson, the indicator will have been outlined.
Mhm.
Our president left with a clear press release to us,
Mhm.
informing us who he was traveling to meet. These are presidents. These are not ministers. For a president to leave his country and tell you, I'm going there to meet the other president, there will have been preparation done, agreements made, schedule will have been booked. Schedules will have been booked.
And then boom,
Listen,
suddenly comes in an emergency.
let me end now. Let me end. Schedules will have been booked.
Mhm.
The Ghanaian president will have cleared his schedule for that time period for President Boakai.
Look,
So the only thing to fit nurse faith, to fit point, what if there was an emergency? That emergency will also come out in the press release from Ghana.
okay.
But guess what
Thank
came
you.
out? Guess what
Thank
came
you.
out from Ghana?
Thank
The
you.
Ghanaian president is traveling
No,
to another
some
country.
emergencies are
Listen
confidential.
now,
Some
listen.
emergencies are
You are
confidential.
you are interrupting. You are interrupting. The Ghanaian president, what came out in the press is that the Ghanaian president is leaving his country, making another trip somewhere else.
Thank you.
Same
Thank you,
time,
Cindy.
our president is in your
Cindy,
time.
that was just your what's on your mind, and I
Yeah, but my
appreciate you.
what on
1
my
minute
mind is
exhausted.
deporting.
1 minute exhausted. We'll have to hold you there because our sister Shirley
Faith,
have joined
Faith,
the show,
are you
and
serious? Faith,
our
Faith, we're talking
our,
about presidential
our
arrangement.
guest, our first guest is in the background. We'll bring him on. After that, we'll have our second guest coming in. But Shirley, welcome to the show. Josh, let's hear you quickly just before we bring Tyrese on.
Thank
What's on your mind?
you.
Thank you, Nelson, and thanks to our listeners. And look, it's good to be back on here. I'm not going to be too long because I got some commitments. But here's what I want to say: it's almost 2 weeks since President Boakai declared his the asset behind closed doors, and we haven't seen anything. And that's the thing that's on my mind. I think everything that was said against President Weah is happening, and no one is speaking out. No one is saying anything. And this is the hypocrisy of our society that people will see black and call it white, and you that will say no, this is not. They will have problem with you, and that's the thing. So, and our president again left for Ghana with a big press release, even though he went under the cover of night, and he did not get any escort. Nothing happened. I don't know whether he was hiding. And he left the country, and then a press release came up when we started asking, where is our president? And they said, oh, he's going to Ghana, and then the press release came up. and the press release was very, direct. It said he's going to meet his brother and friend, and they named the president of Ghana that he was going to meet this person. And we were all hoping that we'll be seeing pictures when he arrived, welcome, and take our president with respect and take him somewhere, to have a meeting and a press conference. None of that happened. And then the next day, we hear that the Ghanaian government, he reshuffled the entire cabinet, dismissed almost all of his cabinet members and brought new ones in. And then the next day, he on a plane to go to Germany for another engagement. And people want us to believe now, when we start to ask again, but here's a press release from the Ghanaian government that the president is leaving Ghana to go to Germany. And then another one, Kula Fofana, overnight ran to internet and wrote another thing and said counterparts. Our president was needed counterparts. You see, these are the things that when you say, people will say, oh, you stay in election mode, you're still doing this, you're still doing that. And these are the truth. I'm not making anything up here. Anyone can tell,
No,
anyone can say,
George, you are still in
I'm
election
making
mood.
nothing up.
That's the
No,
fact.
I'm
That's the
not. I'm
reality,
not.
George.
If you see
George,
Liberia behind me, the flag of Liberia behind
losing
me
an
tells you,
election is a difficult thing all by itself, and a lot of the folks here are saying that you're saying what you're saying because you lost the election, and under President George
no,
Weah, you didn't say these things. You weren't that critical of President George Weah, and you're being critical now because he lost the election.
no, Nelson, that's not the case. I think people need to chill. I think those who won these elections, they are still angry, angry about nothing because they are in a comment section insulting people, saying a lot of disparaging things about people that they don't even know. The thing is that I'm not angry that President Bouaka is the president. I think,
Mm.
look, this is a learning movement for CDC. There is a time for citizens to reflect and say, look, where did we go wrong? I think it's a really good thing that we got that one term, got kicked out of power. It's time to learn again to see where
Thank
did we
you.
go wrong, recalibrate
Thank
and
you.
come back. So I'm not
Thank
angry. I think it's a good thing for us to
you.
learn. So
Thank
look,
you.
it is what it is. I hope my brother Sandy, he came out strong and I love that. So Sandy, welcome aboard. Thank you. Let's be critical at least, Thank you.
Thank you. Cindy,
We're gonna,
Shirley, let's hear
we're
you.
gonna bore you. Welcome you on.
Hi, Nelson. Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness. Hi, everybody. Um,
Hi, hi.
Hello. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm not saying Happy Valentine's Day to just male, but to every one of you that's celebrating love today. Today is Love Day, so Happy Valentine's Day to everyone in the comment section. And yeah, but I was listening in, and I see that Cindy and George, I don't know if they had a conversation before coming here on the show. So I like, you know what? I need to go on there because the two guys, I don't know if I trust them tonight. So I'm here to make sure that I can put the both of them in check
No, but Cindy
tonight.
is on your side.
And
You and Cindy, you guys are on
Cindy
the
this
same. You're on the same train.
no, Celine is not on my side. Celine is confused today. I don't know because it's Valentine's Day, whatever it is. I'm so sorry, Celine, that you are feeling so confused today. And so I'm here to check both of you. And I mean, look how you're having the people flare behind you, like you ain't get no window curtain or something. You're trying to like put the flag in place of that, but I'll just leave that one for now. But I'm sure everyone that watching can tell that you're trying to plan this thing, but you got love, but it's not gonna happen tonight because I know my sister Amy and Stan and Marie, they are watching, and I know they're gonna come on tonight because if not, I am ready for the both of you. Okay, so I want to make it clear that I'm about to put you in check. So what's on my mind? What's on my mind? Our civil servant have not been paid for how many months? And today I heard that most of them they call him and said they received their pay or their pay is in process. So that is a good thing to know that they're gonna have time, they're gonna have money to feed their family. Okay? And Judge and Cindy, please leave our president alone. Judge, we have took a lot of trip to Ghana, And no trip that he took to Ghana was to go see girlfriend. The president, right now, we need to pay the people that have been working that George Weah did not pay. And in order to do that, he needs to make sure that he having some connection out there. I'm not saying that's what his trip was about,
Oh,
but
Shirley, too bad, too bad.
but
You know,
Nelson,
Josh.
you're not cutting me out today. Three men against my one. Do not cut me. I have to make sure I land. So what you wanted to say, Nelson, I'm listening first before I give my open statement.
No, but your time finished.
No, my time finished. I just started.
Nelson is mute. Nelson having issues. So go ahead. You got 2 more seconds.
I'm tired too.
Mercy is frozen.
Nelson is frozen. So complete your 2 more seconds. Let's go.
Yeah. Complete your 2 seconds. Sweet.
So do the both of you know when Nelson is not here, I'm in charge? You forgot that part?
Complete your two
Whoa.
seconds so we
Forgot my
can come
position
into.
here. Someone forgot my position here.
So when Nelson is not here, I am in charge. But what happened to Nelson?
It's
It's
frozen.
frozen.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Okay,
Yes,
Nelson
we
is
can.
back.
Okay.
Nelson, Nelson is back. Nelson,
You
what
got
would
two
you
more
say?
seconds. Let her finish so we can.
But
Okay,
Nelson
so
was
I
saying something,
I think
Sandy.
Shirley, you concluded.
No,
Shirley, you
I did
concluded.
not. You stopped me and you froze and Sandy and George were trying to like get me distracted. So no, I'm not done yet.
Okay, so just take 30 seconds to do that.
Yeah, so another thing that is on my mind, Nelson, I want us to talk about um about education. I want us to talk about the healthcare mostly. Let's talk about healthcare. There are a lot of stuff that happening in JFK right now. So let's see if we can talk about that a little bit. And then of course the electricity thing.
Okay, so thanks a lot, Shirley. I appreciate you for being here
Nelson, just
tonight.
20 seconds. I beg you.
And
You
uh
got my name was called a lot by Shelley, and I was
okay,
speaking
yeah,
a
I
lot.
know she called your name, so we will come back. We'll come back
Yeah,
when
20
the
seconds.
rest of the guys who are on Shirley's side when they come, then
Oh
we'll all
Nelson,
come
let
back.
him have it 20 seconds. It's okay. I put
Just
my phone on mute.
Yeah. So but seriously, you can take 10 seconds. Just you 10 seconds because we have our first guest on the
so
line.
for my 10 seconds, and this is, I mean, here we interact with our folks in the comment section. If everyone could have the opportunity to be on the show, they will have also been here. We on the panel are not special than anyone in the comment section. I appreciate all the comments going back and forth. Oh, Sandy, just 3 weeks. Sandy, and why you switching now? And Sandy, you are frustrated. Coming, they didn't win. Look, I am a Liberian. We are going to talk the Liberian people issue here. If President
No,
Bouakai
no,
is
no,
doing
but the
well,
people are right. I will interrupt you, Cindy. The people are right. The
then you give us
kumis
that
in you
right.
is coming out.
No, 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 no.
The
It's not about
George we are in George is coming out while the kumis in you is
it's not
coming
about
Yeah.
out.
comment.
It's called jealousy
No,
one-on-one.
Shirley, this is serious. If you look at the two
Jealousy
individuals,
one-on-one. That's what it's called. I mean,
yeah,
it's big symbol. The both
This
of
the
them
is
are
two
not
jealous.
guys are on the same side.
Right.
this is not about comments. This is not
Mhm.
about we are. This is not about any individual. It's not about President Bouakai.
But you can talk for yourself. Why are you
We
talking for
we
Joy? Since
we
when you
must
started talking for
we
him?
must we must question
Mhm.
certain things when they don't appear right.
Mhm.
It's only sensible enough for us to come here and question what happened to our president. If
What
the
you mean?
president, let me ask you a question. Didn't the president tell us he was going to meet with the president of Ghana? Wasn't
Thank
that
you.
what was said in the press release?
That's why he told the Senate.
That
That's why
was
he told
said
the
in the
Senate.
press.
Yeah.
Did I write that? I
Now
did not
we're
write
going
that.
to come back to this
I
discussion.
did
It's
not
very
write that.
interesting. We're
Did the
going to come
president
back.
meet with the president of Ghana? No. So why can't we question that? Why
You know,
can't we question that?
it's a very important point there you raised in Cindy, but we have our guest in the
So
background.
maybe that
You
bring
know,
the press union or
we're
the
going to
Kula
come back.
Fofana from Liberia. Let them answer us.
We are
This is
certainly
not.
going to come back to this discussion. Listen, a lot has been happening. Colonel Crab took out today when she went for a confirmation, made a revelation that a lot of people maybe did not capture. She said, and I quote, that the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. Following an assessment, they've uncovered that there are there is a total of sorry, I want to get this coming in. Okay, so that there is a total of 700, or there's over 730 non-civil servants that were discovered. About 730 of them were discovered on a supplementary payroll. Now, and the government had to spend over 2 million United States dollars. And guess who those individuals were? Was there any accountability for that
Liberians,
payroll?
Liberians.
How did they get there? The legitimate employees of the Ministry of States for Presidential Affairs. 300 330 persons. 330 persons. But yet you have over 1,000 people who are on the payroll. A lot of issues, very important information coming out. 2.7 million have been going annually towards those individuals. There have been absolutely no accountability for that money. A lot. We're going to talk about it as we come back, plus the other issues. But let's bring in our guests. Waste management is a very important issue. Sanitation, health is something that concerns everyone. We want to bring in our brother Tyree Starr tonight on the show for the first time. Tyrese, welcome. It's good to have you here tonight. Welcome to the late night show.
Let me say a big thank you to all of you guys that have been keeping this forum active. The sacrifices, they are immense, and I must commend the Spoon family, Nelson, especially you who keep your sleep, and to Wida, my homeboy, Shelly, sister, how you doing? Sandy, I'd like to say hats up to you guys, and thanks for a great platform.
No, it's very good having you on here, and
Hello.
you came interestingly at a time when we have a jam-packed show, a lot to cover here tonight. But for the time we have to be here, the issue you're here to discuss is very dedicated to every single Liberian, especially those who have lived in Liberia, who knows what people go through in our country when it comes to sanitation, waste management, and all of that. Would be very interested in this sector. I want you to give us, first of all, give us an understanding of where you come from, an idea of who this Tarita is, and an overview of the waste sector, the waste management system in our country. Then we can take the conversation from there.
Oh, okay, thank you, Nelson. Just to give a brief about myself, mostly people know me to be a more social person, but I have my
Nelson, can
own.
everybody put their phone on mute?
Yeah, except the guest. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I've come from an environmental and a technical background. I got a Bachelor of Science degree in environmental science from Stella Maris Polytechnic, and we have been advocating for environmental issues. I also serve as the president for the Stella Maris Environmental Science Department. And when I graduated for a couple of 2 or 3 semesters, I was given the opportunity to go back and serve my institution where I taught for 2 or 3 semesters before coming to the US to join my family. So, uh, looking at our country, Liberia, our waste sector is vulnerable, and that is not a bluff. Then everybody can see because when waste somewhere, it's physical. You can see it. Like for the past 10 years in our country, Liberia have been really challenged, despite World Bank and other groups been trying. But I think the issue is it's just overwhelming for the sector. And I think it is now time that every meaningful Liberian, especially the government that has the power to be able to come in and make a huge consideration towards the waste sector of our country.
Sorry, I was muted. No, it's a very interesting conversation. We might not have the luxury of time to go through everything here tonight, but I want you to give us an idea because you have been able to not just work with students in this area, but you made some contribution as well, even in the classroom with respect to this whole thing about waste management. Where does Liberia stand right now? Tell us about the current position of Liberia's waste management system. Do we have what it takes? Does Liberia have what it takes to effectuate a perfect to have a perfect waste management system? In the midst of everything that we've seen the streets and a lot more going on. Of course, so many people have picked up the issue about our streets being filthy and a whole lot. But do we have what it takes to bring about that kind of change within this particular sector?
So Nelson, and to my studio guests and as well, I will say this to you that Liberia, if we just decide to put away our political garment and implement what is on the book, Liberia, we will not eradicate waste, but at least we minimize the waste that are in the streets. So let's take, for example, most of the waste that are in the street, they are all regular waste. They are all solid waste. The day-to-day activities of our citizens. So it's just simple that if government can implement what is in the book, the city ordinance law is clear that people who pollute should be able to pay. But the sad and it will interest you that most of our people or most of our governments, our officials, uh, the people come to power, they only focus on how we call it that political aspect, that my constituent, that my people. We only focus on getting votes from our people and not concerned about the laws. So let's look at Liberia waste management system. If we say we have a city ordinance law that says if the person who creates the waste should be responsible to take it from there, Liberia will go far. We have a sector that everybody feels that they are all law. Nobody has been prosecuted for dumping in the street. Nobody, absolutely nobody. Tell me when last somebody went to jail. Then look at the Environmental Protection Management Law of Liberia, the EPML. The EPML states clearly that the polluter pay principle is active and nobody should pollute the environment and walk free. The common thing that we engage in our country day to day, somebody will be in a car driving his or her car and eat or drink of water and throw the plastic in the street. So imagine that when people commit these crimes, but we just think that people should go and kill before we consider that a crime. No. Littering is the key issue that made Liberia, our streets are vulnerable to waste. People take dirt from the streets, from their homes, and kind of put in the street. Look at the Somalia Drive Road. How can the government prosecute those who would be caught in those acts? How can we? It's about time that if the country decide to go to be able to go by the law, go by the book, what the book says, people should get in and over from the partisan move. And when you have the opportunity to serve in that position, you have to do it with everything.
Now, Tyrese, we're gonna speed up this thing because
Yeah,
we
let's
have
ask
our
some
next guest
questions.
coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, and you guys will ask some questions as well. But again, I want to know. You spoke of the system, our waste management system being vulnerable. Speaking of the vulnerability of the country, the system itself, and all of that. To what extent uh Is this system vulnerable? To what extent is Liberia vulnerable? You want to elaborate on that a little just before we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, Nelson. When I talk about the vulnerability, go take a walk at JFK. 95% of the patients, people who are hospitalized, they are all because of our vulnerability of our waste sector. You have malaria, you have typhoid. These are the two key sicknesses that are affecting our society. And if you do the historicity of these, the malaria and the typhoid and what have you, these are because of poor environmental management. You have open dump. Somebody take the dead from the home, drop in the street out there, stay there for up to 2, 3, 4, 5 days. If rain doesn't fall to erode that dead to another place, that dead remain there. So, and when that dead pile up there, after a certain time, they decay.
Hmm.
You have roaches, you have mosquitoes, they leave that there and go back to your home and sit on your food. So you eat and you come down with these sicknesses.
So, uh, oh, okay. So let's do the round table. Emmy, welcome to the show. George, you want to go first? You want to take on your first two questions. So we're gonna ask two questions each, as we move around the table. So Josh, please go ahead.
Yeah, look, thank you, Tyrese, for coming. I appreciate the your background in the sector. I myself, I work as a project manager for the city, uh, one of the biggest cities here as a waste in operator, right? So I have a little bit of idea how things work. But when it comes to waste management, whether solid or liquid, we know there is a huge problem in Liberia. Usually, when I speak to people in the context of creating solutions. So I know that when I work for the city, waste removal and management, everything costs almost maybe $50 million, every year. It's a lot of money. And I think the way the waste is accumulated in Liberia, we need maybe close to that or maybe more than that because of the inaccessibility of some places in around Monrovia will also cause a lot of headache, and a lot of costs will be accumulated once you want to get to them. My question is that, do you come with a solution? Do you come with some bullet points that can be implemented to make sure that we curtail this problem?
Exactly. Like for my opening statement, like I said, people who are appointed to these technical areas, especially the waste sector, MCC, uh, the first thing you should come to that office with a pragmatic leadership ability. What do I mean? Let's look at some of the solutions. We continue to carry on the old-fashioned way of waste collection, the eye service. Uh, when waste are piled here, when people raise their land, we take 2, 3 trucks there. As soon as we collect that waste, we forget that area. Forgetting to know that when people human, as we live, we create waste every day. So let's look at some of the solutions for our country. The first thing, the law is the law. People who pollute should be able to pay. How can these people pay? They just take Morovia, Central Morovia as a case study for tonight. From Broad Street, from Crown Hill to Upper Broad Street, UBA, Bank there. Let's do a practical example that all of these stores will go to the commercial area before we get to the residential area. Because if you try to quantify the waste generation from sectors, the commercial area generate more waste than the residential areas. The residential areas will generate the waste of these biodegradable waste, the food waste, and what have you. But for the commercial areas, these are the people who throw the huge quantity of those the waste that cannot be broken down easily. Take, for example, plastics. All of these stores that are found within that location, we say every store in Liberia, we can implement that law that every store in Liberia, if you can even pay a $200 in Morovia, let's look at Morovia as a case study, to pay $200 to an account for the waste that you produce.
Look, thank you, Mr. Tar. Look, will you agree with me to say that the city corporation cannot effectively handle the waste? Is it possible that you agree with me that that function be outsourced?
You have a point, but again, they should serve as a regulatory body because that the legislative responsibility to be able to handle and manage the city ordinance. So, if what they can do, MCC can partner with SMEs and the CBOs, the community-based organization, and the small medium enterprise. So if MCC can serve as a regulatory body, empower these people, there are a lot of SMEs there. But the SMEs in Liberia, they are now functional because they don't have that enforcement authority. Like if MCC says all those in West Point or Broad Street, you are allowed to work with SME Nelson Collet. Nelson Collet has a low waste management or waste collection area that you guys will be responsible to pay Nelson to collect your waste. MCC, all MCC need to do is to enforce it. That if anybody within that cell location doesn't cooperate with Nelson waste management, that person should be fined and should be prosecuted. So MCC needs to give these people the power to function because they have that legislative responsibility to enforce these things. Since maybe they are overwhelmed, let them serve as a regulatory body, empower the SMEs or the CBOs to be able to function without any hindrance to their collection system. But other than that, they will just be the same old thing.
Thank you. Thank you. Josh, I think he addressed your concerns, right? Your questions for yourself.
He did address it. I want to thank
Yes,
him
he
for
did.
that. I just we need, working solution, like he said. So look, I appreciate Mr. Ta.
Okay. So we want to move to Shirley, then we will take Cindy, and then Amy will be
Yeah.
last. Shirley, you want
Well,
to ask your two questions?
yeah, thank you so much for coming on today to educate our people. Um, I think I have one question, depending on like the answer, and then I can probably give a comment or the question again. So looking at Liberia, um, where I mean like a lot of our people are used to um probably like eating stuff or having trash, putting it on the streets, like you said. Um, and I don't want to go back to the what is it called? Pool, something where they use the bathroom, pulling the plastic and throw it to the next door neighbor place and all the other crazy stuff that goes on there. What would you say would be some of the challenges that if someone is trying to implement, a waste management plan in Liberia that they're gonna face?
So the same discussion that we had, I just talked to my brother Josh. All we need to do, we need to have the enforcement power, the legislative will, that the government can hold people responsible. Like if I want to open a way, or you want to open a waste management company right in Liberia, the challenges you will face, people will not subscribe to you because government is not making it mandatory that for people to subscribe to a specific SME to be able to collect their waste. If government make it force that community X, you guys should subscribe to Shelley Waste Management, and if you don't, you will be fine. But there is no power, no executive will, so everybody just do their own thing. So these are the challenges you will face. That's some of the challenges you will face because the legislative will is not there. People do their own thing. So these are some of the challenges that you will face when you try to run your own small or business in such a waste management collection.
Thank you. So I mean, like it's easy to come up with plans, but it's hard to kind of like teach somebody who is so used to doing something a certain way, to kind of teach them to do it the other way. So, what are some of the plans that you will put in place to educate people that are used to doing things a certain way? Like, it's easier for me to go next door, beyond the door, because there's not bathroom for me to go and use a bathroom. My kids are used to going beyond my house and using the bathroom, and everyone used to like driving their car, they eat something, they drop it on the streets. How can you teach those people to keep the place clean?
Shelley, you made a beautiful point, but let me say this to you. Uh, the issue about waste management is a behavioral change. You leave Liberia and you enter America. You see the entire community is clean. That's a way of life. We in America, we leave our trash in the homes. You know why we leave our trash in the homes? Because they are well protected. You have your waste bin in your house, not just your waste bin, you also have your waste bag. You don't just throw trash anywhere. So, because the environment, the government has enforced that, you don't just see anybody just throwing trash anywhere. If you have that behavioral change, Liberians can obey, but because the government refused to implement these laws, so everybody become their own will. You don't blame the people. I tell you today, if government comes out and say every business on Broad Street, you should have your waste bin, you should have your trash bag, you don't leave your waste open, and you see 2, 3 persons going to jail for a couple of weeks, people paying $200-300 fines, people will come in the shell. But because everybody, the system is just vulnerable. Everybody just feel they do anything because the law hold nobody accountable. There was
Thank
a
you.
time. There was a
So
time that
what?
Christina wrote.
So where's the education piece come in? Because
The
I mean,
education will only
it's
come
simple
in
to
when the
say it.
enforcement policy is there. There will be no education apart in
Should we
enforcement.
start from the school? From the
Hey,
school, start teaching our young people how to.
forget we used to do health science in school, right? Personal hygiene, right? Now, because of the general concern, the global concern of pollutions and what have you, we tend to bring the word environmental science. So I'm telling you, environmental science or waste management cannot be achieved in our country without enforcement. Enforcement plays a major role. Without
Thank you.
enforcement, everybody just do their own thing.
Thank you. Cindy, you want to go? Yeah, yeah, two questions.
Well, I have comments. Mr. Tan, I want to say welcome and thank you for your knowledge on this topic. I share similar academic background with you. I actually have my second master is in environmental health science. So I do understand what you're talking about from that perspective. Look, I agree with you. We have more challenges in our country that require strong law enforcement. The issue of waste is not limited to Liberia.
Sure.
It's not just an African
The
problem, it's
whole war
everywhere.
is a global,
Even
it's a global
here,
problem.
I live in New Mexico, and I was in Rwanda recently. The entire country of Rwanda is cleaner than New Mexico here in the United States. And the reason why Rwanda is clean is not because they have the money, but because they have laws that they enforce. If you put a piece of trash on the floor or somewhere and they cut you, not only are you going to jail for months, but then after that period you pay fine.
Fine, yeah, sure.
So I agree with you. For us to get there, we will have to start with the implementations of the law. We have the laws in the book. Every time we say, oh, like, bro, we don't have law for this. We have the laws on the book. We are not enforcing the laws.
Sure.
That's our problem. After we get out of the issue of law, when we start to impose the law, I think some of these things here, Mr. Tai, you agree with me that they should be outsourced. I think the government is trying to do too much.
Mm-hmm.
Water in this country is usually for most cities is run by private organization. Electricity in this country for most cities and states, private organization. Waste management, private organization. The government need to step aside for some of the area, give them to private individual, and just regulate them and
That's
make it easier. If Mr. Tar come on and say he want to lead the waste management for Morovia, for instance, and if Mr. Tar is not cleaning Morovia, well, the government will ensure that Mr. Tar pay fines and that his company be shut down. Then Mr. Tar have Nelson to compete with.
sure.
If Mr. Tar want to maintain
The
his
where
business,
competition comes in.
he want to maintain his business, he's going to do the right thing. He's going to make sure Morovia is clean so that Nelson will not take the contract.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we need to start heading as well. But I think, I mean, we have a lot of systematic issues in Liberia that first will require strong implementations of our law. I mean, enforcement of our laws. But again, I just want to say thank you. I mean, you are outlining everything. I don't have much to say. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Emmy, you want to go finally?
Yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you, Mr. Tar, for coming. Well, pretty much the questions that I had was included in the Senate speech, but it says you didn't answer some of it. It was just a inaugural address. Let me ask some question there. So, um, Mr. Tar, do you think the government have the equipment, like, the materials like fuels to put the trash or electricity and gas to turn it into energy, the waste and all of that stuff? Do you think that government have any of that thing or the
So
resources to do
let
that?
me thank you. Like all of my colleagues stated earlier that there are too many things that our government can do. Like what Sandy said, George said, we got to outsource. Government, you see themselves as a regulatory body. When George is not working up to tax, you call George to order. Like America, I want to see me America great. The government owns nothing here.
So are they
Every,
willing to do that?
there's the solution that we are trying to find. These are the propositions that we are putting the government to say, let's do this. See, you have been taking care of the country since 1847, and nothing has changed. Things continue to deteriorate, especially this sensitive area, electricity, sewer, uh, 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 water, or we go to waste. So give these things. Other countries have done that. We look at past documents, countries that implemented these things and it worked for them. So why small Liberia? Why small Morovia? So for example, there is no waste in the world no more. There is no waste. People turn
Recycle.
these things from what you call waste into reusable materials. The three stages. You recycle, you reuse, and you can do too many things with the waste. So if even MCC can set up a recycling plant, you're going to give back to the country, you're going to give back to young students, the entire country. There is no a real recycling lab. I went to
Thank
another
you.
one that is owned by one George Moba. He's an environmentalist. We call it Green City, right around Fiaman there. People turn plastics into fuel. People turn these things into same reusable things that tops. You got too many things that you can take from the thing you call your waste. In the Western world,
Thank you.
there is no waste here. But because our people, I think these are just fragmented decisions and people just know what they're supposed to do. But if they
Thank you.
also say somebody will not eat, I think that's where Liberia is.
Thank you. Thanks a lot,
Yeah,
Tari.
so
Our brother, Mr. Ta. Emmy, you still have a question?
no, I'm used to it. Go ahead, Nelson.
No, no, no. You're not used to anything. Don't
Hmm.
play the victim card here. It was George the other time. Now it's you. Every time you want to play victim, Emmy. But I think it was a great question. Someone is saying, Good question. I mean, thanks a lot. But again, we have our next guest in the background. We want to take like 5 6 calls real quick, and then we'll come back to you, uh, uh, our brother Tyrese, to wrap up to do your closing. All right. So folks out there can call us on 05551010075, 05551010075, or you can also call the WhatsApp number that I'm about to put up on the screen, and make your contribution to this first talking point here on the show. The late night show is here live across the Spoon Network. Okay, so let's see if we can get this one up. All right. So you can call us up on this number now, and you'll be live. Let's see if we take our first call here, 05551010075, or you can call us on the WhatsApp number up there, and then you'll be live. Let's take our first call. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from?
Uh, I'm Jerry UD,
Okay,
calling from Peace Island, Congo.
go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
Yeah, well, our guest is saying,
Mm-hmm.
like the water plastic.
Mm-hmm.
What I am doing, I take the water plastic from the community
Mm-hmm.
and use it as a nursery for cocoa.
Okay.
And I'm successful in it. Last year, I did 3,000 nursery, and the nursery came out well, and my cocoa is flourishing. So another brother in the same neighborhood had taken almost 4 bags of nursery, water plastic, trying to make a nursery out of it too also. And not saying that, I saw another brother in the same community had taken a 7 bag of water plastic, carrying it in the interior to make a nursery out of it.
Okay. So in conclusion,
Yeah.
okay. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
In
So.
conclusion,
Mhm.
I think we can recycle a water plastic to nursery.
Thank you.
It will minimize the water plastic on the street, and also you will also minimize your expenses on nursery.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Let's hold you there. And then we move to this line to take another call, 05551010075. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from? Okay, we lost that person. Let's see if we come back to this line. Hello? Hello? Again, we lost this person. Um, hello?
Hello?
Yes, we are live. Your name and where you call from?
I'm Oscar Carr calling from the FE Bangistan respectively.
Okay, go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
Yeah, that's me. I want to take this time to commend you for your fast internet and bringing a higher number of students to school. I would like for us to make sure that we join hands together to work hard for our country, to make sure that we make agriculture to be a priority in this country. Because if only agriculture, I will minimize poverty in this country. So I am urging all my young brothers and sisters together. Some who have vacant land. In total, you have over 300 acres.
Okay.
So I want to make fun for all the join hands to get in farming. It will help us a lot.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your contribution. We take the third call. Hello, you are live?
Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'm in Sankawe. I'm calling for the economy.
Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, 2012, our inputs one now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, looking at their waste on the street, the government profit to a company. If you told the government or if plastic down, you go in jail for 6 months. LEC, the profit to a company, was one company. Wasn't sure the profit is woman they will pay their tax to government. It's not if you put one cigarette no, you put it in 6 months. What are you doing? What are you doing? You go in jail.
Thank you.
For here we don't have law. We clean the city. So this man, let it privatize. Water is to privatize. NEC privatize. To clean the city, privatize. Finish.
Thank
You will
you.
see that door be clean.
Thank you. We take the final call now. Hello, you're live. Quickly, let's hear you.
Yeah, Nelson Brown from Chapter Bypass.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, okay. I listened to the gentleman, and let me tell you guys, the family on the show. But you know, in any decent society, there's no effective operation without an effective enforcement regime. This country, enforcement regime is so weak in all sectors, including the ways you're discussing tonight.
Okay.
So until we come to our senses, there are good laws that what somebody just said, and we get several laws that are good, but the enforcement regime find the effectiveness of the law. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Let me just squeeze the final call in now. This one will take us home. Then we'll go to our brother. Hello, you live? Can you lower the volume of your TV?
Hey, Nelson, how you doing, my brother? Can
Yes,
you
sir.
hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we good. You are live.
Yeah, my name is Harry. I think the brother on the show tonight, very brilliant presentation. Look, as I said before, there is nothing wrong with Liberia. The problem is the law. The law is the problem. I mean, you cannot have a country. We talk about investments. I mean, investors, serious investors not going to come in that country with a lawless. They don't want to come in a lawless environment. They don't come over there until you can realize that without the lawful environment, you're not going to have no one to come over there.
Thank you, sir.
These are things that can strengthen the private sector, but who is willing to come to work in the private sector or to even bring a good company? The folks on Canada here are so corrupt. They rob those guys before they can even start to operate. Nobody wants to operate like an environment.
Thank you.
That's the problem.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a whole lot. We appreciate your contribution tonight. Well, we have to go to our brother to wrap up now, because we have our next guest in the background. Tyrese, you want to do your closing?
Okay,
Anything?
yes. So, Nelson, Sandy, Shelley, Amy, George, I'd like to say thank you guys. It was a great show, and I'm optimistic that we'll have this conversation most often.
Yeah.
To help our country. Like every one of us will continue to say that nothing wrong with Liberia. Absolutely nothing. But because our laws are there and we are not using them. So for my closing comment, waste management is a global fight. But other countries, they are succeeding because they have good laws and they are implementing these laws. And I will tell you this, brother. This year, Liberia should stand for a real floor. Say Tarise is on Domasa is Valentine's Day. There is a peak floor we hit Liberia. It happens after every 6-7 years. It happened in 2018 and a lot of homes. So we should get ready now to open our drainages, our natural waterways. People could continue to construct in the waterways. The EPA, they are there. They see these things, they're not talking. But tomorrow, fraud will come this year and Liberia should get ready. So thank you so much. Thanks to everyone.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Tyrese. We appreciate you coming on here. And
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
We
Thank
can
you for
always have
coming.
these discussions.
Thank you, Tyrese, man. Appreciate
And
it, man.
like
Thanks for coming.
he said, he's right. I remember in 2018 and also 2019, we recorded the highest number of homeless people as a result of flood. I remember there was this time when I was on the radio at the time, just at Fabric, not with the Spoon Network yet. There was this program we had. It was during the rainy season, and we were discussing something else. And the calls kept coming in from almost everywhere about flooding here, flooding there. At the end of the day, there was a media publication that had it that about 21,000 people were made homeless that year due to flooding situation. About 21,000 people. In 2019, it was around the same number. and gradually we started to see a decline. But who knows what lies ahead, especially for this rainy season. So it's just very important, and we hope our environmental scientists can start to look in that direction to see how they can address these kinds of issues. But on the flip side, we want to welcome on the show a gentleman. Yesterday, there was this information that broke the internet about a man who was severely wounded, allegedly on the order of a former minister at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. Well, the images, the wound that circulated the internet claimed the attention of a lot of people. The gentleman, the gentleman who was wounded, Fidel Nelson, has joined us tonight. And we've invited him because we want to get his side of the story. We want to know what exactly transpired and where are we when it comes to addressing that particular situation. So let's now welcome Nelson on the show. Fidel Nelson, welcome. It's good to have you here tonight. Okay, let
Oh,
me unmute you. Are you there? Can you hear me?
yeah, I'm hearing you.
Wow. Your background is
You're
kind of
Tom.
dark.
We
No
can see
Yeah,
you.
LED?
Yeah,
courage,
we
yeah,
can
but
see you.
the light, I don't want it
Okay.
to. Okay, you say it
No,
now,
it's
right?
even worse. Can
And
you?
Okay, so
yeah,
Is
it should
there a
come from in
way?
front of you. The light should be in front of you.
Yeah, is there a way
okay,
you can
so you
face the light? We
you
only
see
want to
me
see your
now?
upper. Then you can adjust the camera where we only see your upper, body part, and then
Let me see.
face the light.
It's okay.
I think it's much better. Is there a way?
Let him just stay like that, Nelson.
He
Is
can
there a way
turn
It's
you
to the
can
okay.
light.
position the camera so we see your upper part?
Are you not seeing me?
Okay.
It's worse.
Um. Okay.
Ah,
So
okay.
that phone you're using, right?
Yeah, I'm using my phone.
So
Yeah, I'm using my
can you
phone.
can you just hold the phone, carry it closer to you? Maybe we'll have.
All right.
Okay.
Better.
I think it's much better like that.
We can
Are you
figure out.
comfortable in that position?
Okay.
Can we talk like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So Fida, it's good to have you on the show tonight. And first of all, we want to say sorry for the incident. It's not about being on any side. The fact that we're human and looking at the wounds you sustain, that's something from the human side that every single person should be sorry for, and we just hope that you can have the speedy recovery that you need. But we invited you because we want to have an idea. When this information broke on the social media, um, I saw a lady, I think your aunt or your mom, who was trying to narrate what happened and stuff like that. But we want to hear from you, and that's why we thought to invite you on the program. What happened? How did it get to that point where you sustained the wound? Severely wounded, and who did it? Let's get from you how this entire situation transpired. Then we can take off from there.
Okay. That way, first they say thanks to the Spoon family for reaching out to me. This incident took place the 12th of February during a holiday
Okay.
around the Painsbury City Hall where I live, opposite the park. So during the afternoon hour by 1 p.m., my cousin and I were sitting in front of my house. And before my house, there's another house there that we have a girl renting from us. They call her Shiba. So she asked us if she can sell food and drinks, and, to do something. So which of course my mom agreed with that. So during the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and holiday, she sell her food and drinks. So on this girl Monday, her boyfriend is part of one football team that Emmanuel Potter is part of. So after their game at Ocean Drive, decided to come to this care place and have fun in my yard. So When it came, I know her boyfriend, and another guy was in the group. I know him from UMU. At the time he was there, I know him, but the other people, I don't know them. So when it came, they all sat, decided to drink. They had a cars parked all in the yard everywhere. So my other aunt, she lived right by my house. In 1 hour time, I think by 2 p.m., one of the pastors from Everlasting Church, our pastor, she came to pick up something from my intake place. So when she came, there was no way for her to drive in to go to my intake yard. So she parked the car on the road and walked to my intake place. My intake asked her, "Where is your car?" Because the things you came for, you have to bring your car in the yard so you can get in the car. She said, "Oh, but there's a car on the driveway. There is for me to come in." My agent said, "Oh, but then that group that over there, I think the car owner should be among them. So let me go and find out who got the car so they can take the car off from there so your car can come in." When my agent came to ask who owned the car, this guy called Porto, I didn't know it was Porto. He said the car is for him. My agent said, "Please, can you please remove your car so my reverend can come in and get her things? And later on, you bring your car back." Porto said he was not going to remove the car. My agent said, "Why? You cannot embarrass me. The place you park, it is my owner, sir. People have to come to me. So please remove your car and let the lady come in." He said, "Don't talk to me like I'm your child. I'm not living with you. In fact, I'm not moving any car." So they said, "Please go remove your car." While she was talking to him, he started to insult or abuse her. So why behaving that kind of a way on her? I was sitting, me and my cousin was sitting. I told him, "Please hold my phone. Let me go over there and put stop to him and talk to him to see how best he can remove a car." So I left my seat. I walked to him. I didn't know him. I said, "Boss man, hello. Can you please listen to my auntie? I can sit here and you continue to insult her. Can you please remove your car so that our reverend can come in and get her things and go?" He said, "But who are you? Who are you?" "I'm not going to remove any car." I said, "You will have to remove your car." He said, "I'm not going to remove any car." I said, "You will have to remove your car." He said, "If I don't move my car, what will you do?" I said, "I'm only telling you, please go remove your car because this place is our yard. Please remove your car. Let the reverend go in and get her things." But I said he was not moving his car. Four of his guys stood. They said, "Porter, sit down. Don't remove any car." I said he will remove a car. In no time, Porter caught on my shirt. When he caught on my shirt, he tried to hold me among his group. So I was balancing well. When he tried to hold me to them, that's how I tried to hold him back to where I was standing, and he came to my direction. In no time, the whole group, they came on me. They started to punch, kick, everything they started to do. So I must say I tried fighting back to defend myself. My mom came holding my shirt, telling them to leave me. My other auntie came. The air blew her. She fell on the ground. But then people were not ready after my aunt. They were ready after me because I was among a lot of guys. They were fighting on me. I had my chin, everything on my neck. They cut it. So there was a guy who in all over black continued to hold my shirt. He said, "We will deal with you. We will deal with you." I said, "You can't do anything to me. You cannot do anything to me." While talking, he tore my shirt. I said, "Oh, you tear my shirt?" But then I will have to tear your own. I hold his shirt. While holding his shirt, they came again. The whole group came again. They started punching me. Nobody was around. Only me and my cousin were in the yard. My other cousin came to intervene. They jumped on him. So they left dragging me, pushing me, and they brought me to the back of the yard. They came to. While there, they were in a black continuing to fight me. But he came. He said, "Your deal with him." As soon as he said your deal with him, there were in no time. This guy, I didn't even see how it happened, but the large beer bottle, the big one, with beer in it, he took it and bust it on my head and slashed it down from my neck, from my face, straight to my neck, coming to my chest. That's how I dropped on the ground. I got weak. I dropped on the ground. My whole chest got white like plain sheet. The blood started pumping from my neck side. So when I fell, the whole group came over me again. They started playing me the football, kicking me, kicking me. So that's how I woke up. I started running on the road, the motorcycle. Everybody saw me, they were afraid to. He put on that he ran to his pickup to escape. The other guy who injured me, he started to walk by the park going. They had the community people said, no, but this guy, he cannot kill this body, he go free. That's how they went after him. They caught him. So I had my car key with me that I had chunk into my cousin because there was nobody could help me to take me to the hospital. So I took my car key, I gave it to my cousin. He and my mom, they rushed me to the hospital. The first clinic we went to Mount Water Police Academy. The place was closed. So I got out from the car, started running on the street, asking people for help. And luckily, when I went to another place called Florida, when the nurses there saw me running to them, they were afraid to decide to escape. So I told them, I beg you, my people, somebody just injured me. One of the nurses there, she recognized me. She said, oh, but I know this boy. And in fact, let me find out what happened. I think that was a group who they jump on me right now to the townhouse side that they injured me. So they say, cool down. You're bleeding too much, so you don't need to be under tension. Cool down. That's how they tried to cool me down. They took me to the room, try to suppress the blood from pumping. You know, they try to do stitches on me, so the area. But then they saw in the date while we were at the hospital, the clinic. Potter and his team they went to the police station to where they took that guy to go and free him. To go and free him. The police people said no, we cannot free this guy because the complaint already came. This guy almost killed somebody, so we must go to where the individual is to check on him. In no time, the police came. They saw me. When they came, they even saw the people were doing the sewing for my neck, my face, everything. They took pictures of me. They went back. So after the people stayed 2 or 3 hours working on me, they discharged me. They said I should come and go back the next day. When I came home after 7 in the night, I still started to feel pain. Few people say, you just from taking treatment. So they saw in the day that the pain you're feeling. I said, no, it's not the pain I'm feeling. I'm feeling real pain from my neck. My neck is hurting. One of my aunts, she said, this thing is in the night. They'll take this boy to a bigger hospital just in case anything happen. It will be able to look at him. But if you stay here, anything worse happen, it will be problem. So that's how they again rush me to ELWA hospital. When they rushed me to ELWA hospital, there was no doctor were on ground at that time. When they called doctor, the doctor came. What the people did at the first clinic, he moved the bandage on me. He saw the hole and said, but they think the blood still pumping. But we cannot do anything on this ball on the X-ray to know what is the cause and how deep is this wound. When they did the X-ray, they noticed that the glass bottle was in my neck. So they had to take me in another room to reopen this place and take out that glass bottle and sew it back. There was that small pain that I went through. The next morning, we came home, we went to the police station, we saw the individual, he was still injured. They asked him a few questions. Who told you to do this? The same thing as I said, he said it was Potter who gave him the command to beat the bottle on me. So we came. Yesterday evening, Potter and his team they came to my house to compromise the issue. But my family did not agree to that. Did not agree. This morning again, we went back to the police station because the police called for
As
us.
of
All the
George, is
feedback,
that
classes
your
we
phone?
went there.
okay, go ahead, go ahead.
George, Vidal, go ahead.
So yeah, the police sent for us. We went at the station. I explained the same thing again. In no time, Potter took him. They asked Potter, he wrote his statement and he spoke on the matter. Then they called the individual, they said they should release him from jail. Then he come and explain what he know. When they called him, they asked him whether he know me. He said yes. They asked him who did this to this guy. He said I the one who did it. What you can remember that happened? He said the only thing he can remember that happened, he had bottle, beer bottle in here in pussy on my head. That's the only thing he can remember. They said so the whole thing that happened order before that busting bottle already happened. He said he cannot remember anything. They said okay, but then it is already proven that you are guilty, that you did the act. So they took him back to the cell. They said we have to file the case to court tomorrow. So Paul, they detain him So when they took the guy back to jail, in no time, few of the police officers went back there to ask him, and he told them it was Porter who told him to do it. It was Porter. I'm saying it again. He said to the officer, it was Porter who gave him the go ahead to beat the bottle on me and gash me. So when the officer came back in the room to Porter, he said, Porter, your same man is in the cell, is now saying again, you gave him the go ahead. The only thing Porter could do to bang his head down, he couldn't say anything again. He wanted to take steps, and the people told him, said, no, you cannot leave from here. We'll detain you. The only way you can leave from this police station, except very important person come and sign for you tomorrow morning when the kids, by 9 o'clock, when the kids leaving from the police station here, that you'll be here and going to court. So while leaving from there, they asked me, what's my final stand? I said, we're going to court. Potter said, why would we go to court? Why can't we settle this thing as a family? I said, no, I'm not going to settle it. We will not settle anything. My family is not willing to settle anything. So tomorrow morning, we will go to the police station. On the police station, we'll come to the city court here. Every one of us.
Wow. I don't know, but guys, you have any question for our guest on here?
Yeah, so look, for me, it's not like a question, but let me just ask the first question before I can say anything I want to say. So, if I understood you right, where Porter was parked, was it in your driveway or in your neighbor's? And who house were they occupying? Were they at your house
Okay.
with their cars parked in your driveway, or they were at your neighbor's house but their car parked in your driveway? Which one is which? I didn't get it.
When you come at the Pinsville Town Hall opposite the park, that's a yard here. The whole yard is for us. It's for us. So normally when this girl doing her selling, when her people come, they park the cars everywhere. Even sometimes when we won't go out, there is no for us to go. We don't even use our car. Or when we come, there is no place for us to no space for us to even drive in. So even my auntie on the house is where Porter Picker was parking. When she came to talk to him to remove his picker, he said he cannot do it. He started to insult her. So I went there to go
Oh,
speak on behalf of her. He turned against me.
okay. So look, the reason I'm asking this question, I'm not a Georgian. I'm not here to because it's going to court. So I got no fish to fry here. But just my little input is that usually, if this girl is making a business in your compound and she got customers that are parked in your driveway, for me, the right person to approach is her, right? Go to her and tell her, your customer is occupying our space. She will tell them to leave. You know what I mean? I think it's a simple way. Look, you have gotten killed, man. You're a young man. I think you're doing yourself well because you told me you just talk about your car and things. I know you're doing well for yourself. You're a young man. So there are so many ways to de-escalate things. And I hope that people are listening to me around the world in Liberia. So many ways to make, big matters small. Go to this lady because the first thing that she doesn't have a car park, and she knows that when she make this business, there will be buyers and people will come there and they will park their cars all over the place. And when they're occupying your place, go to her and tell your customer to leave this place. She will ask them to leave, and you don't have to even go to speak to any customers there. That's the first thing. And the second thing I want to say is that, look, man, I feel your pain. I know, you're going through a lot, but look, just be strong, and hopefully this is going to go to court and there'll be resolution because there's no one above the law. I think the law has to be applied whenever possible. Look, but what I want to tell you again as well is that sometimes things can be handled as family. Look, there's nothing that cannot be handled as family. I think consider that option as well because I, for one, sitting before you here or on this panel, I've had issues with people that when it goes to court, there's no resolution. You will walk until your foot get tired in that country. I said it on the show before. Someone stole my phone, and that phone is still in court, even though the evidence is clear that this guy stole the phone. They first hire him in jail, just like your own. They'll put him in jail for one day. They take him from there. Somebody signed for him. Somebody signed for him, my brother. The whole thing dies naturally. And I'm not saying that it is going to happen to you, but these are the things that happen in that country. So just be very careful, and hopefully you can get a outcome that you want. Thank you.
Thank you, George. Can I come in now,
So,
say?
so, so, so
Nancy,
Josh, were you
is
are
it my
you
time to come
recommending
in?
that Fidel settle this thing family way? Is that what you recommend? You settle
Nancy,
this
you
thing.
heard it man right. Can we come in,
Nelson,
please?
Nelson,
Oh, can
Nelson.
I answer the question,
Let
please? Can
him
I answer
hear
the
me
No,
question,
talking,
Nelson?
no,
please.
Nelson,
Let me
Nelson.
talk
please,
Let
myself.
me
please,
answer. Let
please
me
don't
answer your
interrupt,
question,
guys.
Nelson.
Emmy and
Nelson,
Shirley, please mute your microphones. Yeah,
exactly. I'm still on the floor, guys. Nelson, I was
Right.
clear. If he wants to go over the court, I don't. I'm not going to stop him. But I'm just telling him this is when you take this road, it could end this way. If you take this road, it could end this way. Let me tell you, the reality is there. I know people will say, "Oh, go to court, go to court." You go to court, it will take you the next 6 months to get resolution. Would that resolution help you all this time? I don't think so. You see, this guy was injured badly, and he needs a remedy. If this guy would tell you, say, "Okay, I'll pay all your hospital bill and do this and do this." Look, you can resolve it that way. It's not a good thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing that he did, but look, these
Wow.
are incidents that
thank you,
look. You can say wow, whatever you want to say. I'm just trying to give in the both ways. You can go to court and you get resolution, or you
thank
can
you.
set it from the way.
Nancy, I
Which
hope
way
I
you
will
choose,
have
that's
enough
it.
time like that
Nelson,
too.
please, please,
No, guys,
please.
please, you are interrupting.
Sorry.
Our brother George is on the floor. Let's give him the time to conclude. Everyone will have the time to
Where
make
is
their point.
he?
Um,
I want him to hear
so,
me.
so we're not coming to Amy yet. Let's take Cindy. Cindy, please go ahead.
Well, we will.
Said he just got back and you jumping. Oh man, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, Cindy, please.
Uh, quite frankly, I did not follow the story, but I saw the video. I saw the video. I know what happened to the brother. I did not hear his side of the story tonight. I apologize. I had to attend to something quick. But today I want to say I watched the video. I saw what happened to you. It is sad. I'm sorry that it happened to you. I made a conversation on the floor where suggestions are being made that when an offer is made to you, take it that way and not follow the legal process. I believe that's what I made on the floor. If that is right, if that's
You
what I
heard
made on the
right.
floor,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say to you, your health is important, but also the legal process, your justice is also important. It's very important. If
Thank
family
you.
members and friends can come to your aid to treat you medically, even if that gentleman offer you $1 million, I will say seek the legal process so you can get justice for what happened to you. No one should be above the law. No one should brutalize another human being the way they did to you. I mean, just seeing the pictures is heartbreaking, and it's very hard to even see your body in that form. Get good lawyers. Let this brother pay for what he did to you. Let the government of Liberia reach out to the government of Liberia, let them provide you lawyer so that you can get justice for what had happened to you. This is
Thank you.
domestic violence, and such domestic violence must not go unpunished. Again, I'm
Thank you.
sorry for what happened to you, and I appreciate you for coming here tonight.
Thanks a lot. Amy, you want to go?
No, let my sister go. You said I'm gonna be last. Go ahead, Shirley.
Okay, Shirley, please go ahead.
Oh my God. Brother Fidel, first I want to say I'm so sorry. Just listening to your story, I'm shaking. And I'm so disappointed for another human being to basically compare your life with a cell phone. Because that's what Josh just did. And I've been on this show. I usually don't respond back to Joy, but that make me sick in the stomach to have him compare you to a cell phone. Talking about his cell phone got missing and he took it the family way. Forget that crap. Go to court. The fact that God gave you the opportunity to be alive, justice for not just you, for other Liberians who their stuff happened today at closed door and they are not here today to defend themselves. They are not here to go to court. They are not here to get justice. So if you are getting justice, you're not only getting it for yourself, you're getting it for the other Liberians that don't have the opportunity to tell their story. So I'm so grateful to God that you are alive. I'm so grateful for your family. And the question of whom was it doesn't even matter. Even if it's not your home and you are there to visit, and the fact that you went there to talk for your arm, I don't think it's matter. Okay, whether other people were sell, whether the person been selling there and it's their customer, I don't think it's even matter. No one has the right to take their hand and put it on someone else and basically
Thank you.
try to kill you. Okay, so go to court. No family way. I don't care
Thank you.
Nelson.
how much he gives
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you.
It
Nelson.
doesn't worth
No,
your
no,
life. No amount of money can pay for your life. Okay,
thank you.
Nelson.
Nelson, thank you for cutting me
Yeah,
off because I'm
Josh.
so
Yeah,
upset.
yeah, Josh. Yeah, Josh. We're gonna come to you.
Um,
I'll give you 20
Okay.
seconds. Let's hear Amy. Amy, go ahead.
yeah, thank you for coming and telling your story. I bless God for your life because you would have been in the ground right now or being getting ready to bury, right? But God saved your life. For what was done to you, you was very blessed. A lot of people would not be here telling their story today. And when you started this story, I don't remember you telling me that Porto or whatever his name is was your brother or anybody to you. Even if he was your brother, if my brother tried to take my life the way this person did, there will be no brother and sistership. Don't let anybody, first of all, let me say this. This is disgusting, right? That we had to play politics with everything. This is about a human life. And my brother George come here because he sees CDC hat and T-shirt on this person. So now he talking about they should talk your family way. Why didn't you tell you came here advocating for what's the boy name, the late Joshua? You said they should someone that we don't even know did anything to him because you seen her on the video slapping him on the back. They should get her. They should send me. You talking all angry, and you seen this brother almost lost his life and you sitting here because you see CDC hats and T-shirt on the person, so you telling him talk your family away and comparing his life with your cell phone. That is disgusting. And politics, oh my God, what has happened to Liberians with their politics thing? Why would we not see another human being as human being and we would see them because if they're not part of our party, then their life is not important. My brother, you're doing the right thing. Quote unquote. This is not a CDC government anymore. Nobody should tell you that nothing will come from out of it. Something will come out of it. You pursue it. Okay, so
Thank you.
this will not happen to another person because when he gets away with it, they still have that gangster mentality in their brain for the past 6 years and they're going around with it. When he gets away with it, trust me, he will do it to another person. So, like my sister said, you're not doing it just for you, but somebody else, another
Thank you.
person that it would have
Yeah.
happened to. Don't listen to anybody come be telling you they will give you $1 million or $2 million or talk your family with. He should be paying for your hospital bill. You don't have to pardon him or talk your family
Thank
away
you.
before he does it. He should be doing it because he hurt you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Amy. Thanks a lot.
So
Uh,
disgusting.
Fidel. Okay, so let's get Fidel back. Yes. I'll come to you, Josh. I'll come to you
Okay.
shortly. Uh, Fidel. On the overall, I want to know how are you feeling now, because you said that when you were taken to the first health facility, they did how do they call it? They did attend to you, gave you some stitches or whatever, and then you are feeling pain. Later, you went at an advanced facility. Then they told you that there were broken pieces of the bottle still in your body. Since the last health facility attended to you, how are you feeling so far?
I'm still feeling pain from my neck where the main hole is in my head because the buzzing came from my head straight to my face here. So everywhere on my body, right, I still feeling pain.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
George, you
even
want
when
to
I
come in?
trying to lie down,
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Go
try. I
ahead.
only lay one side. I cannot turn on the other side because the pain is too much.
Wow. Thank you. Uh, George, you want to come in? Then
Yeah, look,
we'll go back to.
look, Fidel, as I said, Nelson, as I said, look, it's such a tragic, incident, and these things can be avoided. And I spoke, in a general term. But one of the things that I would not accept on the show is insults from my fellow panelists. Shirley comes on and say what I said is crap, and Amy comes on and still pounds on me. Now, also one of the things we come on the show to do is to give our opinions, and our opinions are right or 100%. But if you're going to sit here as the moderator and allow some people to use some words on their fellow panelists, and you don't say anything, and then reaction comes because we know the Newton's law of motion, the tail law of motion, the equal and opposite reaction. I respect everyone on here, and I expect that to be reciprocated. What I say, if you disagree with me, disagree with me. Do not insult me while disagreeing with me. For me, I will not take it.
Yeah.
And because of gender
And
equity, we will not. Yeah, Nelson, let me finish, please. Because of gender equity, I don't see women any different. I see women just like the same capability with men. So I will definitely go after you. I don't shy away
okay.
from that. I think you guys know me a lot. But here's what I want to say. If you come here and misconstrue what I said, and you think I'm equating human's life to, a cell phone, I don't think you actually listen. I was equating the court system. I was talking about the court system, how it does things. I went to court for this. And after almost 6 months, now they say the lawyer, the judge went to this place, they've gone to this place, they've gone to that place, no resolution. I am not equating someone's life to this. I'm equating the court system, how it runs. But people on here, I don't know whether it's because of emotion or the lack of understanding of what I said. They want to believe that I said his life is equivalent to my cell phone. So Nelson, please control the show because it's on
Okay.
you that everything is going to boil down. People should not
Thank
come
you.
on
Thank
here
you.
because of their own personal reason come to insult others.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I think that's a very important point. Every single person on the panel deserves to be respected, and yes, we we will have to do that for all of us and for our audience as well, the people who take up their time to watch the show every single day. And yes, we can always have the disagreements, but we can do that um, in a very polite way, you know, and not coming down, not coming up with comments that will, you know, be demeaning to the next person. So, again, I think we're here. We are here because we want to make sure that the Liberian people are informed. We are on this particular segment because we want to hear our brother's side of the story. And it's important that he came on to tell us exactly what transpired and what the details are, the latest update on that. And then we can only afford the audience an opportunity to make their input on this particular issue. I mean, I see your hand up, but we want to go to the lines quickly. We'll come back. Um,
No, see, don't do that.
then we
Don't
will.
don't don't do
Yeah,
that.
no,
You
no,
gave
I mean,
George
I'm going
20
to come
seconds. You
to
should
you.
afford more than 20 seconds. You gained 3 minutes.
Yes,
You should
yes,
afford some of us
Amy, I'm
the
gonna
time
come
too.
to you. Let's take just a few calls. We're gonna come back to you. I mean, we still have the show here. We still have about
Yeah, but I can't respond
30
after
minutes
what
or
he
so.
just said
Yeah,
after the call.
exactly. We're gonna come to you, Amy. Please be patient. Please, we'll come to you. All right. So let's take few calls. 055510107 is the number to call, and you will be live on the program. Let's take our first call here. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from.
Yes, this is Samuel Fire from Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to say sorry to the gentleman that has the problem. I got wounded. But actually, Nancy, I don't think you're supposed to be keeping such a person on your show that come to just say out of crap to people.
No, no, listen,
You have
listen.
somebody
Hello,
get wounded.
hello, 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 sir.
Yeah.
Can you go to the point? Can you make your point? Listen, this is the same thing we're trying to get rid of, right? If you think Josh is not, no, you on the WhatsApp line, please just hold on a bit, sir. If you think you have a disagreement with Josh, there are ways you can go about registering a disagreement. But if you start to refer to him or speak to him in a very demeaning way, then you're not making any difference, sir. So I would suggest that whether you agree or disagree with any of the panelists, please don't be disrespectful to them, please.
I, saying a crap is not a disrespectful word.
Yes, sir. I don't know how to put this, but please
All right.
just make your
But
point,
why he
go to the
just get to
point, and let it be about the
this
issue.
guy? Why he just said hello?
Yes, just wrap up, sir. Just wrap up quickly.
What? Yeah. Why he just said to this fellow by equating his life to a cell phone? I don't think that was nice. That was nice.
Thank you, sir.
All right. You know that we that live in America here, if that happens to anyone here, that particular person is going to jail probably for life.
Thank you, thanks a lot. Let's hold you there and take this person. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from.
Yeah, this is Walter from Virginia.
Go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
And I would like to tell the brother in studio, I highly recommend that you do an MRI on your head to make sure that everything is correct. Don't settle down for X-ray. MRI will be more detailed. If possible, maybe a CAT scan if you cannot do MRI. And I would tell you to see this plain power. Go to court, you will get justice. I am a physician. I help to bring joy in power, but I did not bring the cooling that was great. So my deal always takes precedence over what I see, what I do. Go to court, you will get a redress. We have to put an end to these guys' behavior. Go to court.
Thank you.
Take that MRI or CAT scan. I beg you, please do that.
Thank you, sir. A great recommendation there. Do an MRI. That would be more detailed according to him. Let's take another person here. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from.
Hey, Nelson. I'm Harry again. My brother Fidel, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like in the words of Amy on the show, this is simply disgusting. Disgusting. I'm pissed as I watch this brother being brutalized by some fool. And this is exactly what I'm saying. Lawless society. These guys are getting to the level where they say blatant disregard for law. Look at what happened. This is exactly what happened to the other day at the red light market. Group of guys, they mocked justice because no police are intervening, and you got a group of guys jumping on someone, got no reason to brutalize people. Lawlessness.
Thank you.
And he has to be prosecuted. My brother, pursue justice, go to court. Don't listen to no fool talking about
No. You know, this is I don't know, folks. You know, this platform is for everyone. We may have disagreements. Sometimes we may be disappointed or frustrated over the way certain analyses are made. But this is freedom of speech, guys. And let's get used to the fact that there will be contrary views to ours. Let's get used to the fact that people will not always disagree with us. And that's it. Let's take this person. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from.
Yeah, I'm co-called on the Babas and okay. To my brother Fidel in studio, I'd like to say sorry. On Nelson, if we are not take any question or any explanation for him. I suggest that he take a rest and sleep for what happened to him right now.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Yeah. And then Nelson, I want you to please do me a favor.
Okay.
Can you please give me how do you call him Mr. Dwight's number?
Yeah, but we can do that on the air, on the air, sir. So you can
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
call
If you
you
can
can call
send
me
me
maybe
this
after the
favor,
show.
please.
Don't call me in the early morning hours. Maybe you can call anywhere around 12 p.m. Yes, then we can talk about that.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
very much.
Yes, sir. Um, hello, you're live. Let's hear you.
Yes, Nelson, thank you so much. You see, that's what makes Spoon TV a unique show. Various diversity view. We have to tolerate each other. So all those are beating on Josh. Hey, you guys, that's what makes the show. People keep coming out to hear opposite views. But listen, the guy in studio that got hurt, he needs to go to jail. He needs to go to court, take a case to court, and then see how best to set a precedence for those that are thinking about such a height. Then he needs to be prosecuted. The governor of Liberia needs to set an example on him that we will not allow such an attitude, such a rebel attitude in our country anymore. We have graduated from our spot. We don't want to go back. There is no ATU and SOD anymore. It's not a one soon. We should not encourage you to sit aside and not carry this case to court. He needs to carry that case to court. When it costs us to raise money to get a lawyer for him, we're going to do it. That is human rights violation. Thank you very much, Nelson.
Thanks a lot. Let's take another person here. We'll take 3 more calls and then we wrap up. Because we have to give our brother time to go and rest. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from, sir.
Yeah, Nelson, this is, I'm calling from the state of Iowa to be specific in Cedar Rapids.
Go ahead, sir.
You see, Mr. Potter there thinks this is George Weah government,
Mm-hmm.
that nothing will happen to them, even if they kill or they butcher another human being. That is attempted murder. They sit behind and pay these children to go and do such a thing. He should go to jail. He should serve his time to serve as a deterrent to the other people that then doing bad thing in our country like Liberia. This is wrong. Where Josh is coming from. Because in our setting in Liberia, when something happens, they say, oh, that they want stay. Don't go settle it behind the house. This is what our country will never ever go forward. We will continue to do this thing. Just for typical example on nursing, all it. They want blaming this person. That one blaming this person. They don't want us to audit the past government. If we can go as far as 1973 to already dead, we will do it.
Thank you. But why do you want to audit the dead? How will you even audit the dead?
The dead got money somewhere. You don't know we got money. You don't know Liberia is rich.
Thank you.
But this will stop in this government.
Thank you.
And everybody will get justice in the
Thank you,
Republic
sir.
of Liberia. That Porter go to jail. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Porter hasn't been tried and proven guilty yet. So let's hope that the law will be applied in this case. The final call from the WhatsApp line. Hello. Hello. Can you turn down the volume of your TV? Can you please turn down the volume of your TV?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Can you turn down the volume of your TV, please? Wow. Hello, are you there? Hello? Okay, so I think we'll have to take this person here. As we are seriously running out of time now. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Let's hear you.
Okay, my name is Aaron Martino Ketingban.
Okay.
I'm calling from Liberia, Monrovia, the capital. Well, thanks for the show tonight, and this is my first time going through. But what I want to say here is that let me first tell Fidel, sorry for what happened to you. Your life would have been gone.
Is this
But what?
Honorable Timpan, the former lawmaker of Nima County?
Yes,
Okay, go ahead. Sir.
speaking.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
You know, everybody in the country is calling for a rule of law. For George to talk about compromise only because the issue of his cell phone lasted long in the court, and he's saying that there will be no justice. But other people have been having justice in here. What happened to Gloria Scott? Are they not in jail today? Her daughter that's there today did not see justice. If it is the partisan way that you're thinking, then it's wrong. That because this man is your partisan and you want to back him, George, I have thought you supposed to be advocating for the rule of law, for justice to be served. And you're saying justice should be compromised because cases can be prolonged in the court. I don't care how prolonged the case may stay or how prolonged the case may be in the court. Justice will have to come alive. Even in the great United States, what happened to Osama bin Laden? You know how long it took when that gentleman killed? How long it took for the American to have apprehended him?
Thank you.
They have wanted to have brought him to justice. So you cannot say, and even the what you said that, oh, Fidel should not have gone straight to this person. What is the rule set for that? This is my premise. Even if somebody is selling there, I have the right to intervene. They were not in court to say only the lawyer will have to go there to intervene or to go make a representation in the court. That was a community in a community, and in his yard. If somebody is coming as a customer to somebody in my yard, are you telling me I cannot even make an intervention to make peace? And because of that, it's a wrong path? No, Brother George.
Thank you, sir.
And even what you said, when you mentioned about when people say crap, they are insulting. That's not an insult. When they say crap, it means that it's extremely poor.
But honorable, honorable Timpan, based on the context, yeah, there's a way you tell somebody hello, and there's another way you say that hello. It will mean insult or it will mean greeting. Could we also consider the context as well?
If I shout and say hello, what does it mean? The meaning of the word is the meaning. I don't care whether the person said it, maybe emotionally, and what have you. The meaning of the word is extremely poor. If I say, oh, it's extremely poor, does that mean I'm insulted?
Thank you, sir.
I don't
think
so.
you. Thank you, honorable. We appreciate your contribution, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, so let's take the final call here now from our local line. Hear this person. Finally, hello, you're live. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're live on the show. Please go ahead, sir.
Nelson, and good morning to the panelists from my end. My name is Daniel Sobodena, joining from EAW in Liberia.
Okay.
Let me say sorry to Fidel for the accident. I think the callers have put our country, the compromise in our country have leading us to lawlessness, which our counterparts, the international community, recognize Liberia being a lawless country for the past time.
Mm-hmm.
So the rule of law should be the way forward for every young person. So the main involvement, disappointment tonight is the police telling Mr. Porter that before you leave and somebody got to come and sign for you, that should not be their advice. That should not be their advice. I think he's supposed to be behind bar, and then he will call anyone, whether he's lawyer, to come and sign for him. But you see, when it comes to beat people when you and them going to police station. The manner in which police will handle matters in Liberia is disappointing. So I just want to tell him sorry. I'm encouraging that he go to court. There will be no justice or justice, but let him go to court. Let him go and take a part of the law. Let him text the law. Let's see what will be the outcome.
Thank you.
You so much, and thank you for your leadership, for preserving what is show and also putting things under control. It is true that people will listen or not listen, but I think you play your part as the moderator of the show. This is my first time calling. Nobody follow the show to the end, and thank you for the time.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate your participation. Thanks for always following as well. Yeah, so I think we have to end up on this note, and let's come back to you, Fidel. You listen to the callers. You're about to do your closing. But is there any way? Is there a way that anybody may be listening to you
I
now?
told you said I was gonna get my 20 seconds after the call.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, but I mean, I thought you forgot.
No, I didn't.
No,
I know
he
what
didn't
you're trying to
forget,
do.
Nelson.
Difficult to
No.
forget.
I
Why
know
is
what
it
you're
so
trying to do,
hard?
Nelson. I know what
No,
you're trying to do,
Nelson.
but I didn't
You
forget.
need to give our 10 seconds, please.
So yeah. So, but our brother Fidel, is there a way someone listening to you now can reach out to you? Um, Considering this situation, how do people how can someone listening to you now get to reach out to you? Because listen, there are people listening now who may want to come in, whether provide some pieces of advice to you from different areas. They want to come in, maybe assist you in your medical journey as well, because as it stands, there are two issues we're talking about here: the legal aspect, which is making sure that the law take its course, and of course your health. The most important, they both are very important, but the most important one right now is your health. You need to be healthy to fight your case. You need to be healthy to see that you get justice or whatever the case is. To see how the law interprets what happened and who was wrong, who was right. You need to be healthy. So, is there a way people can reach out to you? Okay, sorry, I muted you. Let me unmute you. Sorry. No, I think you muted. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. You hear me now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Let me appreciate all of the callers. Uh, uh, to take their advices. You can reach out to me through my contact number 0888
Okay, so just hold on a bit. Just hold on a bit. Yeah.
0888 23
Yeah.
42
Yeah.
73.
Okay. 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 So you listen to the callers. You
Is it
listen to
on
the callers
WhatsApp?
and
Is it on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Okay.
okay, so this is Fidel's number here, 0888-234273. Did I get the number right, Fidel?
Yeah, that is it.
Okay, sir. So yeah, go ahead, sir. You want to you anything you want to say in closing? Anything you want to say? Finally, maybe you want to respond to something that someone said, or just in closing. Anything you want to say in closing? Fidel, I think it's your internet, though. Oh, okay. You are muted. Can you unmute, Fidel? Okay, let me try to unmute you. I just did. Can you say something?
Hello?
Okay, sir. You're live. Go ahead now. Hello. Wow. Fidel, I hope the internet. I hope your data, not data.
Miami harmonizing.
Yeah, I hope you didn't get harmonized data wise. If that's the case, then I will have to place a direct direct call to you. Hope your phone didn't go off as well because of this whole electricity thing. Um, so we're not
So can
taking
I
calls.
respond now?
Okay, yeah. So go ahead. I
You're
mean,
not
why
gonna
we
make
trying?
me forget, Nelson. You're not playing this
Well,
game
no,
with me
I'm
tonight.
not. I'm not trying to make you to get you to forget. I mean, so
Okay, so let me state what I said again. And I did not insult you. I know everything to you is an insult, but you think you can say whatever you want to say to anybody.
Can y'all put your phone
What
on
I
mute? There's
said
so
was
much
that
noise.
you coming on here and pretending to care about justice for somebody, and then somebody else shows up and you seen the doer of this crime because he's wearing a CDC hat and a t-shirt, and then you turn to this soft person, all of a sudden you're not this true spoken person anymore. It's disgusting. That's what I said, and I mean it. I never ever insulted you.
Thank
I
you.
said your behavior
Thank
to
you.
that is disgusting. That's what I
Thank
said. So get that
thank you.
straight.
Thank you.
Nelson, can I respond now?
yeah. Shirley, please go ahead quickly.
All
Nelson,
right.
after that, please let me respond a little bit, please. Just for 20 seconds.
No, the major response right now
Then we'll
that for
continue
our
to
guest,
respond because
we're
what
I'll
you
trying to
said
close.
get
you were responding to.
Okay.
the
Close here.
major response. The major response is from the guest now. I only giving you a chance
Yeah.
to be
Okay.
doing there
Okay.
responding
Yeah,
because
go
the guy
ahead.
trying
You
Maybe
to
we're
gotta
talk
not
give
right
done
now.
Shirley
soon. Then
chance because what
I'll
he said is
respond.
what
So
we're
go ahead,
responding to.
Shirley,
Shirley.
please go
Shirley,
ahead.
go ahead.
All
I
right.
just want to
Let
make a
me.
statement, not a response.
And we'll make
All
another
right.
statement too if it refers to
No
anything
worries.
we gotta say.
No problem. No
Trust,
If
problem. Let's
trust me.
keep
Nelson
Put your.
going.
will give you the chance, Nelson should get ready to be
No,
given
no,
respond,
guys,
respond, respond,
guys,
respond.
guys. No,
Because it's not fair. You know
Emmy,
you will not do that
Emmy.
to us,
Your time
and
is
we're
out,
not
Emmy. Your time is out. I mean, let's give the
okay.
floor to Shirley. Shirley,
I'll
please
be
go ahead.
protesting
No,
tonight.
All
guys,
right.
Just try me.
guys,
Josh, please,
there's nothing
please,
personal
Josh,
about
please
this
put
thing.
your.
I don't know,
Okay.
but guys, let this thing be
Let
about
me.
the issue.
Nelson. Um.
Yeah.
How come you didn't
Josh,
get George that speech?
I am responding to you. And usually, I mean, I don't go back and forth with you on, yeah, and not even in the chat room. Okay, but the fact that this guy came here and talking about his life, somebody's life, George. We need to take politics out of everything. We don't have to have politics in everything, okay? He's talking about his life. That person could have been your brother, your son, your nephew. He's talking
Exactly.
about his life. The fact that you're talking about cell phone case drag in court, it has nothing to do with what this board is talking about. So that example that you give, Joy, I don't think it's the right example to give to somebody who is fighting for justice, who
Okay.
probably wouldn't have been here today because they tried to kill him. So I just wanted you to put him in your shoe for a second and take quality out of it.
Thank you.
So when we come
Nelson,
here,
Shirley has
Joyce,
the
I
floor.
know we can agree and disagree. I did not insult you. I disagree with you trying to compare his case with your cell phone case. Okay? They both are not in the same place at all. This is somebody's life and that cell phone. Cell phone,
Thank you.
George, you can go and buy a life.
We
No
have Fidel
amount of
back.
money can pay for his life. That's
okay.
my
Thank
All
you.
right.
point.
Thank you,
All
Shirley.
right.
So we have Fidel back on.
Sandy, you
Fidel
are too
wants
quiet, my man. What's going on with you?
Because
Fidel wants
Sandy
to
already
come
not finished
on.
breaking up with
Okay,
you on
so
the show
all of
already.
you requesting or asking for Fidel's number, this is Fidel's contact right up here. You can reach out to him, uh, you know, in any way. And then it's on WhatsApp as well, so you can
Yeah.
kindly reach out to Fidel. But he's on the line. He's going to close from here because I think his data either
Is
got
that
harmonized
come on,
or
nice?
Miami is
His
trying to
data is
Miami live his
dataring.
internet. So, Fidel, you will do your closing here on the line. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay. So I want to thank the program
No. Can you
for
guys
giving
hear
me the
Fidel?
opportunity to appear here tonight.
Okay, no, Fidel,
Yeah,
kindly
it's
hold
okay
on.
now. It's going okay. It's going okay.
Okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead, Fidel. Let's see.
Yeah, I say thanks to the Spoon
Is it
family
okay?
for giving me the opportunity to appear here tonight to share my story, what happened to me on the 12th of February. And I appreciate all of the callers, your advices. I will take them. And tomorrow morning, we will be at the Pinzo City Court for justice.
Okay, okay. So, again, Fidel, I want to say thanks to you. Thank you for reaching out there, for even staying up late. Look, and this is all about what we all do here in Liberia. That's why I even appreciate our audience. People who stay up late now in Liberia is almost 4 a.m. It's going to 4 a.m. It's a little past 3:30 a.m. And Fidel, you being up at this time onto this time just
Yeah.
to speak with us, that's something we appreciate a lot. Despite your health situation right now, we appreciate the fact that you were able to stay up since we spoke this afternoon. You remain up, the first guest and everything, just to speak with us. That's something we appreciate, and we look forward to justice being served. We look forward to you getting that speedy recovery that you need, which is very important as well. So again, thanks a lot, and your number is up. Folks will reach out to you, and we wish you all the best.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you. All right. So yes,
So
there we
Nelson, let
have
me
it.
be the first to close. I gotta run, please. I'm at work.
Uh, so
Yeah, where will
you
Liberian flag behind you?
there's something about those
You
two
You think
flags.
a real
wow.
flag there? You think a real flag here? You think a real flag here? Yeah, come on. You see, you
No,
guys
no,
can just
listen,
talk on
You
the
listen.
do you
show.
doing that
You
on
think a
the
real
people
flag
work
here? You
computer?
think a
You
No,
doing
real
that on the
flag?
work
You changing
computer?
it? You changing it? You changing it?
You're doing that on the
Nelson,
work
let me close,
computer?
please.
If that's
Nelson,
not
let
a
me
no,
real
close,
flag.
please.
guys, we're not
Let me
going
close,
there.
please. I gotta
Just
go.
as
I'll
Yeah,
close.
I gotta go.
you
Yeah,
Let
doing
me
that on the
you were
close.
work
close.
computer?
You were
I
close.
told you
You were
Amy
close.
was
But
coming. You
listen,
and
guys.
Fanny,
Nelson,
Let's
you
I
do
and
gotta
this.
run.
Fanny,
Let me
when the
close.
show started,
Okay,
y'all tried to get at
please
me.
do your
I
closing
told you
privileges.
Amy was
Thank
gonna
George,
you,
please do
come.
thank
your
you.
closing.
Can everybody mute us up, please?
We will.
And I just want
Yes,
to consider
sir.
this to be a sober moment for us, right? You know, we are so divided politically that you cannot say anything without it being connected to politics. I don't know Porter. I don't care whether he wears anything. I'm so surprised that no one here thought about maybe George lost confidence in our judicial system. No one said that. Everyone is thinking that because the man is wearing hat, so that one I'm saying what I said. Nelson, can you please take the thing? I'm very serious about this thing I'm saying. I just want people to look me in the eye. Let me look into the eye. Let me speak my mind. Nobody ever thought that maybe George lost confidence in our judiciary system because of his experience with it. Nobody's thinking about that. Everyone here is thinking about because he's wearing a CDC t-shirt because he on the other side. Why can't we just open our mind for once as Liberians to just forget about politics and speak our minds to feel that look, this is a human speaking and he's speaking from experience. I didn't hide it. I've mentioned my experience and I'm so surprised. People here cannot even look, they can't look beyond politics to say, don't you think this guy is just maybe discouraged about his experience with the jury system? I'm not comparing the guy to my phone. The phone, I bought a new one. This iPhone 15 Pro Max. I bought a new one. I don't care about that phone. But I'm just trying to tell my experience to him. Say, this is what I experienced, my brother. You can go whatever way you want to go. But this is my experience because the judiciary system is rotten. And no, I know Joe Biden has come. He changed all the judges in the court. He changed all the police officers. He brought new people from America. They're going to change the whole system. And it's going to be brand new. But for the fact, one of the callers made a comment here. The caller said, they're supposed to arrest the man right there. But he told you somebody can't sign for him. You see how it's going? Somebody important or can't stand for you. You see how it's going? I'm telling you that I'm very discouraged the way the judiciary system works in Liberia. And then I see people here telling me that a fool, he think he important money than man. How can we just think past politics? I don't know this guy. But I don't know Potter or what. I don't know him. I've never met him. I've not even I've never spoken to him. I don't know this guy. So people should look, just a little bit beyond this politics. I don't care who is this guy. I want anybody to have justice. I always run for justice, but sometimes it can discourage you. You can't even want to go after your own case because the hurdles are placed in your way. But then I see people here say because everybody now will move on one of the things that Nelson, one of the things people are not considering now is that if Potter was not involved, if that guy who gas the guy was just an ordinary guy, we wouldn't be here talking, you know that? But because everything has to be politics, because Potter is connected and he gets CDC hat, everybody has on him. He must do this, he must do this. But if that guy was not going to call Potter's name, by this time they say, oh, that's just another case. Everything should not be politics now, people. Let us make sure we look at the human condition and be sure we stand for each other, not just to politicize every little thing that people say. I don't know Potter. So look, good luck. I took his number because I want to follow that case. I want to see where it ends because I am still not confident in the judicial system. I am not confident because my experience I've had, not just one, but many experiences with the system. So look, I wish him luck and I hope that, he gets the justice he wants. And God bless you and God bless Liberia. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, thanks a lot, Josh. But Josh, why did you close and you're running away? No, Josh,
You
we should go
allow him.
together.
Don't you
Josh,
gotta,
you
you don't
gotta
want
come
him
on.
to.
Let's go together, man. But let's hear a
You
closing.
always allow him to do that.
Emmy, please close. Emmy, please do your closing.
Okay, thank you. So, I need to add Emmy, the hypocrite detector from Marshall Territory. I think I need to add that to my name because I don't know why George ran out of here because I needed him to hear me and hear me right. All of a sudden, he coming here talking about he's not doing this because he saw CDC. This same man, people came on the show and said they had no trust in the judiciary system, the police, and all of that. He's still here and defended it. That it was great. It was this, it was that. All of a sudden, go call him out on his hypocrite. He want to stand here and tell us it. He got, and all of a sudden, he knows now that the judiciary system is this, is that. He can tell that to whoever wants to listen because I'm not even here to listen to that. First of all, this is what he only said that because he saw CDC t-shirt. We came here, we defended the late Joshua when we asked for justice. We didn't do that because I'm not a unity party or whatever party that I'm a Liberian and I'm a human being. I don't look at none of that stuff to be politics or whatever. Somebody treats another person like that, they need to be held accountable. You don't come in because you see hat say CDC didn't want to change your topic, you want to change your tongue and want people to believe that you're doing it because of so and so. It's not true. So with the waste management thing, that was my first closing. Sorry, y'all, I got off topic. Liberian people, we don't need anyone to tell us about this waste management thing. I don't think you need anybody to tell you how to clean your house. It's a serious situation. Okay, you don't need nobody. I remember the last time I went to Liberia. When you tell people about try to tell you, oh, that Liberia, yo, not America, yo, it doesn't mean nothing good can come out of Liberia. We all need to put our hands together and do clean our cities. You heard this brother talking about flood coming and the place will be flooded. People will lose their homes. This is Liberia. We don't have no government taking care of our problem like that and stuff like. So we need to take care of ourselves when it comes to this trash business or waste dirt. Iowa, like doing this, right? Dirt, waste. No, they call it like, bro. They're right. The dumper, put the trash on the dumper and not around your house and all of that. That's what this brother came here to tell us. And we really, really trying. We want to help. And one thing, Nelson, a brother called and talk about the land and agriculture. I think I speak for every Liberian here when I say that it's not like we don't want to help. It's not like we don't want to team up with our brothers and sisters back home to do these things. But once you do that, the trust is not there. They take us to be ATM machine over here. We think about them. We think about building their country. We think about doing stuff, but they got other people that want to take advantage of us over here, family members, friends, and stuff like that. So once you guys have your put your thinking cap on and get out of that mentality that, oh, we are ATM machine and we do something. We are willing to help, but we gotta have some kind of trust because we go in every morning to go clean, to go do our work there and something. Get up early
Thank you.
out of your houses. You don't want to send your money somewhere, then somebody making food or you other thing you got it planted somewhere and they try to dupe you out of it. So if we all ready to build Liberia and do the right thing, why not? We are here, ready to help. Thank you. And my brother, I beg you nothing. One more thing. I don't. I beg you one more thing. I don't even know what I forgot to ask him. And like someone said in the comment section, lane lockball, and that kind of touched me too. I don't know if this whole case is in the hands of Fidel and his family. Should it not be like in the hands of the government now when something like this happen? Should it be up to them to make that decision how they want to handle it, or should it be the state handling this now as the something case? That's what I wanted to know about. You know,
Thank you.
tip my mind to ask. So I don't know if any of you know thing or Cindy knows anything about that to respond
Thank
to
you.
me. Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot. Cindy, you want to do your closing? Where is Shirley? Okay, Shirley, please come on. Shirley, you want to do your closing?
Yes. So,
Josh, are you
Nelson.
were you ready the one asking this question in the comment section?
Nelson, I should do my closing
That's
now.
exactly what I was talking about.
Please do
How
your
will you not
closing.
lose confidence? How will you not lose confidence in the judiciary system when this is
No, no,
happening in
no, no,
Liberia?
no,
When Cliff Johnson,
Josh.
who was seen on tape,
Thank you, Josh.
is
Thank you,
now the
Josh.
deputy managing director. How will you not lose
Why
confidence?
is the appointment or nomination?
Nelson, can I
Go
Deputy
see
do my
your
managing
closing?
director
go
when?
see go see your post on Facebook. Go see your post on Facebook.
No, man, come on, Josh.
You see
Nelson,
how
can
Josh,
I
Raymond,
do my
you see
closing?
what
Has
we're
he
talking
been
about?
has she been
let me tell
arrested?
you guys.
Has she turned herself over to the court? She came on the show. She said she was going to turn herself
Okay,
over. The
thank you,
police
Josh.
said they are
Let's go
not
in
even going
there.
after her. And
Let's
then
go
you
in
want
there.
people to can't be there,
That's what the police told you?
It gave
Or
the
that's your
space
own
now to
interpretation. Is that what the
Shirley.
Nelson,
police
Please
told
go
you?
ahead.
can you mute Josh, because I knew
Everyone
Josh
is
was gonna.
muted.
I just knew
Everyone is
Josh was
muted
gonna
now.
come back, but I'm gonna do
Shirley,
my closing. Can
please
you
go
hear
ahead.
me now?
Yes, yes.
Emin, I almost stopped you to say, sis, Josh is gonna come back, but that I'm not surprised. But Josh, you are welcome back, even though you did your closing and you left and you are here again. But I'm gonna do my closing. I'm actually gonna focus on Fidel. Uh, I, I'm grateful for him. I sent prayer. Um, that he will receive justice, and not for just him, but for everyone else that didn't have the opportunity to be able to go to court or to have their story, for people to hear their story. So I don't think that absolutely any amount of money in this world can pay for life. So even if they give you all the money that it ever worked for, don't take it. Go for justice. And once you get justice, they should be able to pay your hospital bill. Even if you use your money to be able to take you to hospital, they should pay your hospital bill. Try to get great lawyer. And like our sister that called said, if it's come to the point where we have to raise money to make sure that you have the right lawyer to represent you, we will do it, because you need justice. Thank God you have your. I see his wife in the comment section. Um, you know, imagine on the 12th losing your husband, and I'm not sure if he have kids. He talk about his mom. So just imagine that for a second. Everyone that listening to us and watching the show. So we are so grateful for you, Fidel, if you are listening, and I send my prayer to you, and I will try to reach out to you. And I'm sure a lot of people will reach out to you. Let God protect you and give you the healing and complete healing that you need. Um, I want to end by saying that in order to control waste management, all the Liberian people, in my simple English, everybody need to do their part. Stop putting trash on the street. If you see somebody drop something, be that person accountability partner and tell them pick that thing up. Don't be driving in a car with somebody and they can bring the window down and drop something on the floor. Let's keep our country clean. It starts with all of us and everybody doing their part. And then the government needs to enforce the law. When people are not doing the right thing, they need to pay for it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Shirley. Finally, Sandy, can you do your closing?
I believe we had a good show, and I want to thank all of us for being here tonight. I started off
Oh, Amy,
today.
happy Valentine.
Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, you said
Is
Amy?
that me or you?
Oh.
Don't take my shine.
So you would not call
Thank
me
you,
too?
sweetheart.
Okay, Fanny, happy Valentine. Okay. And
Thank you.
George and Nelson.
Baby,
Thank
you
you.
got enough Valentine.
Exactly. I'm collecting here and there.
Okay, happy
Let me-
Valentine, brother.
Thank you. Let me get back to the topic. Look, we came on here, supported President Joseph Yuma Boakai because we believe he's a better leader than our previous president. But when we have completed the campaign stage, won the election, we will now start to talk in the direction of Liberia and not in the direction of individual. The trip of our president to Ghana was announced to the Liberian people through the press, telling us exactly who he's going to meet. And his return to the country was announced to the Liberian people, telling us exactly who he met. And when we noted that there is some conflict between those two press statements, we had to ask questions. That is nothing against the president personality, but that is really how we're going to hold the government accountable for a better Liberia. Taxpayer money were used to go, and we have to make sure we hold our leaders accountable. We ask the key questions and expect the government to come and answer the questions. We love Waka. We just want to make sure that the questions are being asked so the answers can reflect what the Liberian people want. Secondly, we talk about the issue of waste management. The brother that came on, great knowledge. We share the same background. And I mean, we all as a people share the greater responsibility to ensure that our country is clean so that our environment will be safe for all of us. The issue of waste management, it affects our health. The reason people just get sick in Liberia there, in our simple Liberia English, they get sick and they pass out, also has to do with the issue of the waste and trash in our country, in our neighborhood. And when you get sick, you die, they say that witchcraft. All that thing, we all have to address them. We the citizens have the responsibilities. The government have the responsibility to ensure that we are following the rules and regulations. But the government, even if it cannot do the big thing for now, do the small thing. Provide a small trash can on the main road in the community so that when Sandy eat his banana, he can go and put the banana peeling in that trash can. Other countries are doing it. We can do it as well. Our brother Fidel came on and talked about the I would say a brutalized event that he encountered. We must express empathy towards his condition, and we must also provide him guidance for our justice system. The brother needs justice. He needs healthcare treatment. Again, I'm sorry to Fidel for what he experienced, but I will join the rest of you to say, let him seek some sort of justice. Let the Liberian government take over this case. That's what happened. Domestic violence, when it happened to individual, the government will provide state lawyers to represent the individual so that justice will be served. It is time that our government step in to provide this better justice. I will not leave this show tonight without recognizing the beautiful ladies here. I wore red tonight for a reason. It's Valentine.
No, not red.
I read
Not
that.
red,
I
you
read
lady.
that. You call up brown already?
Orange.
You call up brown.
Y'all don't hit, man. Let's Cindy,
Let
Cindy,
me there.
Cindy, go ahead.
Let
What
me
a hit
say
here
to
again, my
all of
people.
you,
It was the red.
Shirley,
Orange was the red.
Shirley, Amy, you guys look beautiful. Happy
Thank
Valentine's Day.
you.
And to the ladies in the comment section, not
Thank
the guys,
you.
though. To the ladies in the comment section, I want to recognize Henrietta. I do want to recognize Lofty. Yama,
Let
I
me
want to
tell you. Let
recognize
me tell
you.
you, Cindy.
Lorena, let me recognize you. Faith,
Oh, my
Something.
Mary, let me
Amilicious.
recognize
Happy
you.
Valentine.
All of you, Teresa, let me recognize you.
Some of the
Our
females can
sister
be
Esther
Fatuma
watching.
was here
Akwe,
to
let me
shout out to
recognize you.
Fatuma.
And if you are a man and using a female name in that comment section, enough for you. Because
Enough
some
for
men
you,
can do
say.
it. They can use fake pages. But I want to say happy Valentine's Day to all of you, to your spouses. Again, be love, share love, and may the good Lord bless all of us. Thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day,
Thanks a
Fatima.
lot,
And Ruth
guys.
go
Yeah,
back.
And
in the
Happy,
comment
wait,
section.
wait.
Happy
Ruth,
Ruth,
you're my
Valentine's Day,
girl.
Ruth,
Ruth.
Ruth, go
Tony,
back.
don't
Ruth,
forget.
go back. Ruth, go back. I will say happy
First
Valentine's
day,
Day to you as
I mean,
well.
don't say happy Valentine's to that girl.
first
That girl
day,
can deal with me too
Lorena.
much.
Ruth actually insulted me tonight, but Ruth, happy
She
Valentine's Day.
always
Happy
insulting me.
Valentine's
She
Day.
always
Yeah,
insulting me.
she's
That girl, you know even her.
critical soiree.
She
Henrietta,
can insult people
Miss
in our comment
Henrietta.
section.
Oh,
Nelson, please bring the girl
a
on a
big girl
baby
in
one day,
follow.
yeah? Bring her on.
Esther Akwese, I'm compromised.
Yeah. They get plenty to say.
Yes, she's
Sooner you turn your
she's
back, you
right
compromise.
concerning us.
They
Is she
want
right?
everything,
Emmy,
everything you
is
say, they must
she
be for
right?
them.
When Esther Akwese says I'm
Yes, she
compromised,
is right.
she's right.
Yeah.
Try to harmonize my
Shirley, is she
speech.
right?
Nelson, you need to sift out the partner again.
Yes, Nelson, because first of all, you be giving George all the time to get his 10 minutes, 20 minutes. You know, I begin to suspect you are some
Because
kind of,
his
but
views are
okay.
different from all of you views. You guys got the same
Oh,
view.
what's wrong with
No,
that?
Josh,
I don't know why
no,
you're giving me
no.
You
a
guys say the
statement.
same thing over and over and
I
over. The
disagree
same
with
thing.
you. So
No,
not
stop
because
Well,
you
you
that's
have
having
it.
a
a
different
different
view,
view,
you
but
see
don't
what right
silence
is
me
and you
because your
think it's
views are
wrong.
different from mine. Don't silence me because of that.
So I personally think that because you want to have a different view, so even if
This
it's
one,
right, you don't have to make it wrong.
The guy said,
No.
you
George,
guys
Really,
say,
our
thank
this
God.
man.
guy with a blind
Happy
man go.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, man, but I think it's
Guys,
been a
no,
great
have a
show.
wonderful time, man.
I want to
Yeah.
Happy
say thanks.
Valentine's Day here to all
Kona,
our
thank you,
As
sir. Happy
usual,
Valentine's
we don't
Day.
come on
Thank
this show
you,
to be popular
Betty,
with people. We
Sigma,
come here to express our views. So
Michael.
when our views are not okay with you, please go ahead and disagree with us. Just
Nobody
do it in
got
a
problem
peaceful
with your
manner.
view. Nelson, and I got
I'm
problem
not
with
even
you saying
speaking
that
to
all the
you.
we
time. I
we
got
can
problem with you saying
disagree
that all
with
the
you
time,
and
Nelson.
agree, Josh.
Everybody have different views. Nobody got
Respectfully.
problem with
Guys, we
George
have to
having a
go. I
different
want to say
view.
thank you.
Nobody
Thank
has
Thanks
you.
a
problem with
lot,
that. Stop
Emmy.
saying that all the
Emmy,
time.
thank you. Thanks a lot, George Wither. Thank you, Mr.
Your,
Jilau.
your
Cindy,
views
thank
are
you, Sister
synchronized.
Shirley. And I see, look at Maggie coming on. She's a
No,
latecomer.
she
Yes.
We
said she
didn't get
was
time
close. She
for
was close.
we
Mikey
didn't
have
see
to
Maggie.
close.
Stay on in the
She have
back.
to say happy Valentine.
Naika, yeah,
Master Josh, he won't go to work. He won't be touching
George,
Maggie,
nobody
just
George,
for
not
you
me,
here.
have
just
something
for
with
me, just
me.
for me. Give me a Valentine. Let's go.
No, I bought
Nobody
this
like
flower
you.
for my grace on, so I'm giving you your
Oh, come on,
Valentine.
come on, come on, Maggie, come on.
Go,
Maggie, who gave you
Mikey.
that flower? Where you get that flower from?
George, if
I
you
need to
Angel,
order that
Angel.
flower.
then you take your flower, you are sending
I need to order
Nelson
that
and you
flower,
can tell
Maggie.
George.
But
Everybody
they
is
can't even just see that flower, man.
So Emmy,
and
They can't see it.
Maggie, just because you have a face cap on, I'm removing you from the
I need
show
to
now.
order that
Thank you.
flower.
So Nelson, you just seeing the face cap.
That's
Seriously.
not right. It
So
Nelson,
showing
that's
right
have a
in
good
there.
bogus.
I
night,
don't know
guys.
what you got against this cat.
Nelson, for not giving me the flower, I want you to go back for. Thank you, Nelson. I
No,
appreciate that.
not for you.
Yeah,
Don't put me in situation I can't handle. Don't put me in
Happy
situation. I
Valentine's
beg
Day,
you.
Victoria.
Already
See ya,
the people
man.
start
See ya.
picking on me, say this, that. So, but I want to say
I
thanks
know.
a lot to
Even
everyone,
people
man.
in the comment section notice you, Nelson. You know that. I mean, it
yes.
didn't come from me.
I agree with you,
Yeah,
Amy.
Michael, I know what you mean. You said, George, you are illogical. Wow. Let me can use BB voice in this comment section.
You can be hitting the people here, George. You can be
Mama,
hitting
y'all
the
enjoy
people here.
yourself. We here for y'all. We here for y'all. Y'all enjoy yourself.
You got 6 years
So
to
have a good night,
people.
guys. Oh,
Yeah.
y'all go now. Y'all call your camera off and go.
But
We
why
Yeah, I'm
would you
calling
call
my
your
own off.
camera
We'll be
off?
here again tomorrow.
We
Good
still
night,
here
man.
I'm
with
calling my own
you.
off. I'm on my lunch now. I'm calling my own off.
We still, yeah. Now say you leave Amy and myself, yeah, I'll take Josh out.
Oh, you see, Nelson. Oh, God. Hey, good, Nelson. I love this guy. Thank you.
That's what I say you about.
It's so wrong.
Well, folks, we have to go. I want to say thanks to everyone for being here tonight. It's been a great show. We look forward to coming back tomorrow for another late night show. Till we come your way again, my name is Nelson Colette. Thanks to the entire team. Thanks to Jarawu, SB, Cindy for being here tonight. Thanks to our brother George Wither. Thanks to our sister Shirley Snare. And of course, Amy. And Maggie came on last minute to the time. I appreciate you. Thanks to our two guests we had on tonight for showing up. Fidel Nelson, and of course, our brother Tarista. Yes, we look forward to a great show tomorrow. Until then, let's not be personal about anything. Look, we'll always have the diversity of views. This is the kind of Liberia we want to see, where people can disagree, people can have different views, but they sit on the same platform and still discuss the issues. And this is all about it. In the comment section, I see a lot of you have different views. That's it. That's about the kind of Liberia we want to see. And thanks again to all of you. And Liberia is all we have. Let's keep the peace. Have a good night, and bye-bye for now.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, charging.